Hello, everybody. Sorry about that.
But I said to her, a penguin? Not likely.
Hey.
Do be how it do sometimes. You really just can't trust those foreign mercenary groups.
Really not.
No. Pengy, you know. Poor lad.
Am I late?
Oh, hey, we're on.
Andy!
Hey.
Hi, Andy. Welcome. Hello, everybody. It's the Super Chief Show. We're back.
Super Chief. He's Super Chief. He's Super Chiefy.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm joined today by Storm Song,
On swag.
Andy Van,
Howdy.
and Will the Blameless.
Lisan al-Gaib?
Gaib!
And we're going to continue today with some more Kung Fu action, but with a different game. Sifu.
Kung Fu.
This is a game I played maybe like 40 minutes of, so most of this is going to be blind. So
Blind Kung Fu.
Blind Kung Fu, right?
I'm sure there's a few movies of that.
I'm like 100% positive that's a thing.
I think so.
If it's
No.
not, then we need to make it a thing.
So I'm only on the left audio, von Falkenstein. Okay, give me a second.
Oh my god.
I just need to make this audio. Oh, I need to turn
So, lately I've been kind of thinking about like words of wisdom and stuff like that. And
Boy,
There's
are
two
you on the
charac-
wrong stream.
there's two characters I kind of like to come across. Uncle Ori from Avatar: Last Airbender, and I think his name is Sifu, the turtle.
Uncle Iroh. And yes, Sifu in Kung Fu Panda, you mean?
Yeah, the big turtle guy. There's something about wise old man that is strong but doesn't portray it, like meek,
Mhm.
and sometimes acts the fool but is actually quite wise, you know.
Yeah, that's a trope.
It is a favorable one.
Mhm.
Think
Tropes are tropes
also
because they work.
I'm
There is
also particularly a fan of at least original series Yoda for that purpose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Balance,
And,
mono.
you know, there's the trope of
Yeah.
speaking in hyperbole and metaphor.
Oh yeah.
And I was thinking about that, like why do wise men do that and all that?
Because if you immediately know the candle is fire, then the
Exactly.
well,
Well-
I think that there's something to it. It's like giving a straight answer. There might not be a straight answer, especially to your predicament.
Yeah.
It might be around the levels of giving you a sense of the answer that can be molded to what you need to understand.
Or to understand also perhaps the inherent mystery of the very thing you're asking.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You know, unlock more truths through a simple statement while being vague, you know?
Yeah.
Let you think about it instead of just telling you the answer. All right, everybody, we're going to start now.
Aw, yeah.
So I'm cleaning my keyboard, right?
Yeah.
And I just heard something plastic clatter to the floor,
Oh no.
but I cannot identify anything plastic on the floor. So I have dropped a keycap, but I don't know where the fuck it is or which one.
Uh-oh. Yeah, von Falkenstein, I was able to put it into mono. So
I thought it said 8 years old, and I was like, wait a minute.
What was that?
oh, there we go.
What's going on? Who are you?
That guy sounds 8 years old.
Get out of my
Or I
way.
think it's a lady.
Leave him to
Dude,
me.
looks like a lady. Hey, hey. And copyright strike.
Yep.
I think one of my favorite lines from Uncle Iroh was, "You two have spent so much time fighting, you do not realize your ship has sailed without you." And they're like, "It's not a time for proverbs, Uncle." He's like, "It's not a proverb. It's really happening." And like the boat is sailing off without him.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
And then like it does, and he sits there and he says, "Maybe it should be a proverb because if you think about it."
Yeah. I think one of my other ones was when I forget which character, but they're like, "I'm sorry, guys, this is all my fault." No, it isn't. Or it's our suit. He's like, "Actually, it kind of is her fault."
I enjoyed in Stargate SG-1 when they played with the trope of the Zen cones quite a lot with the ancients and all. It's pretty fucking good. Because that was a gag they revisited several times.
Sweep the place. Nobody leaves. Sure.
Sweep the place, but I forgot my broom.
Quite so.
Fucking when Daniel Jackson's in like the space cafe when he gets ascended, and the waitress is like, "Oh, I'm Oma Desala." And he's like, "How do I know you're really Oma Desala?" And she goes, "How deep is the river if you can't see the bottom?" He goes, "Okay, yep, you're Oma."
Shit.
Oh, God,
Whacker!
there's a little green rat running around. Stop
Hey,
on it! Stop!
speaking of old men, hey Whacker.
And their great wisdom.
No,
Do you-
that Whacker doesn't really fit that.
Whacker, do you have any like hyperbole words of wisdom?
Old man of the Discord, what is your wisdom?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the stream, Whacker.
Yes, very wise.
Oh, I see. Sometimes wisdom comes in unacceptable gibberish. How wise? Ah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
What was that wise caveman we came up with Big Mike the other day? Kushra the Crusher.
Oh, I don't remember.
He was the first caveman that smashed up with rocks, and so they started like
Oh yeah.
asking for everything. He just bashed
Wait,
it with a rock.
John Rockbanger?
How dare you?
No, that's his Latinized name. That's not his original name.
Ah, yes, John, a good Latin name.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, if you play the NES Ninja Turtles game, remember Donatello is the best.
I mean, unironically, yeah, because he's got the.
He can reach through the block with his staff and just like cheat people.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And the
Also-
game is over when you reach the water stage. Okay, I'm sorry, Storm.
Yeah.
No,
Also, daily update on the status of the Roman Empire. It's back.
too fucking soon.
Wait, what?
It's back.
What?
I'm just kidding you. It's still gone, my dudes.
Oh, man.
Confused one, they did not stick to the instructions. As you can plainly see. Big stick.
Super Chief.
Yes.
Are you fucking it up?
A little bit.
He knows Kung Fu.
Stop.
Hammer time.
Have a time.
Yang. Of course. You've gotten slow.
I
Sifu.
think I'm the only one out.
He
of-
said it!
I'm guessing I'm the
He
only.
said
one
it! He said the name of the game!
Yeah, man.
You know why I'm here, don't you?
Sifu means father
Just
or
step
teacher.
aside.
Hell yeah.
So Kylo
You
Ren has
are
come to
mistaken.
finally challenge.
Grandpaps.
Speaking
I
of,
should never have taught you. Now you know too much.
About the underground crack
shit.
operation.
By
Yeah, man.
returning here tonight, you've given me a second chance. This time, I will do what I must.
So you just showed up here and you're beating up some poor old dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that feel, Whacker? Like every couple days, some young guy shows up and challenges you to a fight.
I mean, it's kind of fun beating the shit out of them, but you know. I'm guessing I'm the only one out of the 5 of us who actually took Kung Fu for like 2 years.
I did Taekwondo for 3 years.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Like,
Yeah, I
did
know.
you take Kung Fu, or what
Yes,
form of
like
martial arts?
5 animal Kung Fu.
Seriously?
I'm 100% serious.
Oh.
It's,
I did.
It's as silly as it sounds.
Yeah, I did a bit of karate when I was younger, but most of my actual anything like that is boxing and wrestling.
Yeah. I've done a mixture.
I had a younger brother.
I mean, we'll count that.
Yeah,
It works.
Ah,
I'll allow it.
ah.
The training was constant.
When I look into your eyes, I see nothing but a frightened, angry child.
You must be scarcer and ruthless.
When does he summon the giant four-legged robot and start shooting at him? And he goes, "More! More!"
Oh.
I mean, sure.
I strike. Yeah, I get you.
Whacker! The School of Three Stooges Kung Fu.
Oh.
You just poke him in the eyes. God. Oh, that's horrible.
Wait, did Housecar play this on stream already?
Did he?
I think so.
Somebody
Somebody
did something.
You know what? If it's a good game, it's okay, and
who
you're getting a
gives a fuck?
different. You're getting a different flavor of commentary.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're getting
Yeah.
us tools.
Yeah, we're definitely enriching the experience here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shut up.
Oh,
Bill.
look. The cycle of revenge starts all over again. Kill him.
Old Grolda.
Wolfenstein says you get older if you fail a fight.
Yes. That is one of the gimmicks of this game.
Interesting.
Hey, God, you piece of shit controller. Don't do this
This
to me.
place must take place in England.
Oh.
Wow.
What?
Nothing.
Knives everywhere.
Yeah, Bully says somebody streamed it once, but they didn't get very far. Alright, well then I'll be the one to complete it.
Hell yeah.
He says that, and then he immediately hits a wall on a bicycle.
Aw.
Andrew.
Oh yeah, you would hate that, wouldn't you, Whacker?
Bonk.
You hit me in the head with like a pipe wrench, and I go out, and you look at it, and it's curved to the shape of my head. You know what is impressive in some of those kung fu movies where like they have the class where it's like 50 people and they're doing the exact same moves, and it looks like choreographed warrior dancing.
I mean, that's basically what it is.
They're not dancing, but you know, it's there's something about seeing choreographed.
Yeah. And
And Frank,
yeah, man.
this almost makes me want to rewatch History's Greatest Disciple.
What was the name of that bullshit movie we watched at the meetup?
Oh,
I mean, there are a
Kung
couple
Fury.
of Kung Fury. That was an amazing.
Is that the one with
I
Dino?
had never seen it before.
I had not, and it was. I am a better person now for having seen it.
Hey, it could have been the Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
That one I have seen.
Yeah, it was Kung Fury.
It was Kung Fury.
Oh god, that was so bad. It was good. It was so
It
bad.
was. It was so bad. It was good. We also watched. What was it?
Outland,
Yeah, Outland, aka Space Station 13, the movie.
and the other one was like the futuristic Mad Max fighting with Rutger Hauer or whatever the fuck it was.
Huh?
But also, hello, Confused. Hello, Selfish. Hello, Wolf 999. Hello, hey, hello, Four Dancing Lights. Hello, UNC Samurai. Hello, Mike.
Man, shit.
And hello, 21 other people.
Oh, does she have one arm?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's mostly armless.
Hey.
That's a really armful statement that you made there, Will.
Yeah, stereotypes like that can be rather harmful. You really need to be careful about it.
do you think she is Armenian?
You kind of have to give people like that a hand up.
Yeah.
Once her kids get older than 5, she gets confused.
Yeah, man.
All right, that's the game, everybody. Good night.
No.
No.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. Wing Chun W.
Aren't you gonna have me practice against like a tree or something? A tree does not hit back.
Boards do not hit back.
Or the greatest of the Western proverbs in martial arts: if you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a dodgeball.
True.
I saw a
Yeah.
clip on YouTube. A guy was freaking out because he learned that they banned they did the ban dodgeball in school, and like I don't know, a while ago.
A lot of schools banned it, not necessarily all of them.
Oh, we got outfits. What do we get?
He was like, I didn't earn for center of mass. I wanted to go straight for your knob, your grab knot on your face.
Andrew.
Okay, Super Chief.
Yeah.
If you could wear any costume from any media for your character, what would it be?
For this?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, what?
I didn't. That was
What?
a slip of the
What?
tongue.
Did you
What?
call?
No. Hey, yeah. You know, Storm.
Hey.
It'd be Storm. No. I'm for this. I really.
Oh, no.
It's hard.
I
It's
hear horse leather is not that optimal for. Oh, sorry.
That was a steep joke.
Let's see. I'd probably Four Dancing Lights is a good answer. It's so tough, man.
Four Dancing Lights says 50s noir detective. That'd be
fun.
Yeah, that's what he's
Interesting.
referring to.
I don't know. I don't know why he chose that as a name. There are clearly 5 dancing lights.
There are 4 like.
All right, let's go. Mission 1.
Yeah, man.
They've blocked the entrance to the warehouse. Need to find another way inside.
I
saw
wonder.
a Star Trek meme. I think I said it to Storm Song. It's a picture of Jellicoe looking angrily at Riker and saying, "There are 4 shifts."
That's pretty good.
Get lost.
You are a terrorist with those
I
fucking
warned you,
Jellicoe
asshole.
memes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Whacker likes my Jellicoe
Oh
memes.
god damn it!
Did you get the one I sent you recently?
I
Will?
shouldn't have said
I
that.
probably did.
Uh,
Not so
about
tough after
Captain
all.
Janeway and
Yeah.
All
Yes,
of
I
these.
did. I did. Yes, I
and then the
did.
Van Gogh one. Boldly go where no van has gone before.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. All right.
Hey, Storm Song.
Yes, sir.
In your game that we play, who pilots the ship?
Whacker. Justinian Traven.
Whacker.
Or just sorry, Traver. Justinian Traver.
Are we gonna start putting rubber duckies on like the dashboard of your cockpit?
Do it.
Isn't that the Jeep meme thing? Because considering Jeeps are hot pieces of garbage, the answer to that is no.
Well, what about like
What about-
rubber
Like,
wrap
what
or
is
something like
the
that?
rubber ducky thing again? If somebody has awful tasted cars, they put a rubber ducky on your Jeep. Is that how it works?
Well, it's very specific to owning Jeeps.
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
It's if you, I mean, there are other horrendous choices in vehicles. It's just
Yeah.
uniquely a Jeep thing.
Comes from someone who
Is
can't
it like,
drive.
does somebody have to explain it to you before you drive out
I
of
don't
the
fucking-
dealership
I
lot?
don't
Like, how
know.
does
I don't.
is it in the owner's manual?
I don't pollute my brain with such rot.
Will, are you suggesting that before someone sells a Jeep, like they have to say to the buyer says, okay, people are going to start putting rubber duckies on your Jeep when you're out and
I
about?
mean, how the fuck else does it propagate?
I mean,
right?
it is a bit of a cult, so you probably do get it explained.
Is this like having to tell someone if a house is haunted before you sell it or not? Like, we've had rubber ducks floating around inside, so
Sir, are you aware you were about to purchase a Jeep? Oh God.
I can make it.
And the camera flips around. It's crispy, drinking an IPA. He's like, "Yeah, bro."
whoa, hello.
Of course,
Wait,
Crispy.
no, not-
Holy shit!
I was about to say, Trooper Chief, not this one. Leave this one to me. Take care of the guys in the other room.
Oh, that was not good.
Any regrets now?
What? Huh. Hell yeah. Purple mist? What was that? Drug.
Oh yeah, there, bud.
Drugs. Drugs are bad. Okay.
Open it!
Or
Open up!
The spike expands consciousness.
Oh. Oh, hey, have you guys seen The Raid?
The raid?
I mean,
The
there are
Raid.
cans of Raid at the hardware store.
Or was it Raid 2?
Can't keep up.
Program is brought to you by
Oh.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Range
Shadow.
Shamdo Legends.
Oh,
Like and subscribe. Feel obliged to.
okay. Well, next to rise. When you rise, your death counter is added to your age.
Willard,
Really?
Yeah.
You want some
new
more?
computer.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You would know if you've been on any of my streams lately.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been, busy as fuck in,
Being old.
real life.
Yeah.
Shut up.
He had to
Hey.
take his fifth nap.
Whacker has died so many times in this game.
Game. You know, he had another name a while ago. I think it was called Lazarus.
No freaking way!
I mean,
And did you know that they wrote an episode of the original Star Trek about Whacker?
Oh,
Yeah?
Yeah.
A Requiem for Methuselah.
Yep. That's the one.
Hey.
I love that we're both so knowledgeable about Star Trek. I knew what you were talking about right away.
You're both shitty terrorists.
We need to buy a silver flute and keep putting it in a Crispy's character's room, and every time he gets rid of it, we just put another one there.
Also a good reference to Star Trek. The Inner Lights.
Yes. Yeah. Great episode.
You got a broom to clean up the streets, boys.
I had a friend who was watching through it for the first time, Next Generation, and he was going like, so he would every once in a while he'd be like, so this is the episode I'm on, you know, like, is there any that I should skip because they're not very good? And I look at the list of the episodes and I go, you know what? There's not a bad episode of, okay, maybe Code of Honor, but other than that, you know, there's not really a bad episode here on this list.
Nerds get the better of
But
you.
like, other than like Code of Honor or The Child, Storm Song, can you think of any bad TNG episodes?
I can't remember it by name, but the one where Wesley accidentally steps on the grass and they're gonna kill him.
Oh yeah, that one.
Okay,
Was...
yeah. Well, I mean, but
Oh.
even that wasn't a bad episode.
It was a rough early episode.
It was just a meh episode.
Yeah.
Like, people
Next
say
Generation,
Masks was a
though,
bad episode. I strongly disagree. I
like
think Masks was a great
actually.
episode.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Well, it's
That's
one of the
where-
episodes in which Brent Spiner plays every character. So like,
Round
brilliant.
2.
They were like, "Hey, Brothers was a great episode. What if we do that but more?" And the
Planet-
writer was like, "Hold my beer. I got this."
A planet where if you step on the grass, they kill you. Is it like the homeowners association?
Basically, yeah. Except the president of the HOA was a giant interdimensional space station.
Oh, like your typical the AI governed the planet.
We're not exactly sure what it was, but yes, it was. I think it was actually the first time that Next Generation ever did a "Should We Obey
Jesus
the Prime Directive"
Christ.
episode.
Yeah.
I think that was the first one.
Oh, I need
I
to
mean-
focus.
God damn it. Would you
There are
just
some
die?
times where you can make a rule that's so good, and then sometimes it's you run into "Ah."
Well, this is always the discussion, the dilemma of that type of episode, right? Is can a rule ever be absolute? That's the theme. That's why it's the thing that shows up so often in Star Trek.
All right, whenever you say something wise, you have to say it in wise old martial artist. Can a rule ever be absolute?
The warehouse. I'm getting close.
Thank you. Oh, God.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Right, exactly.
Also, I haven't watched much of any of the Disney Star Wars shows. I've heard some of them are good, and some of them are
no,
trashy.
we're not
Well,
going
Wacker,
down
let me
that.
just finish a sentence.
No.
But
Andor's
I did
incredible.
I did watch a compilation of all of General Thrawn or Admiral Thrawn scenes, and I really like that character.
Fuck you doing in
Thrawn is
here,
a cool
bro?
character.
In the books, I mean, some of it's kind of stupid, but
I've heard
Thrawn
that
is a
they
cool
dumped him
character.
down in the series.
I mean, I haven't read the book, so I couldn't say, but he doesn't seem like a dumbed down character.
Well, Thrawn suffers from a problem that lots of characters whose thing is being really intelligent is, which is that the character is only as intelligent as the person writing him.
This is true.
Yeah, that's my dilemma
So-
with trying to play intelligent characters in
Yeah.
D&D. It's like, Jesus Christ.
So often you see that problem in media, where a character who is supposed to be intelligent really just sounds like a dumb person trying to sound intelligent.
Whacker, you're laughing, but I'm being legitimate. Like,
Did you forget how to fight?
the very first time I started actually playing a character that people liked and thought was legitimate is when I just tried playing an incompetent character. Like, his
Oh, yeah,
name was
method acting.
Jitters. His name was Jitters, the alcoholic, cowardly thief.
okay.
You've got determination.
And they actually
I'll give you
liked him.
Yeah.
Whereas I was always trying to play like the big invincible tough warrior, but it's like it's kind of hard to be at level 1.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
Well, I was young too. I was just getting into it, and I wanted to, do the power fantasy and like, I want to be a big badass knight. It's like, okay, here's a swarm of rats, and someone just set them on fire.
Yeah.
What in?
Ah, the Roman pig method.
It was
What about
my favorite meme strategy in Rome Total War.
Mhm.
Nothing but flaming pigs.
All the flaming
Come on,
pigs.
speed this up.
So
I don't want to be late for
I-
the club.
I discovered that bug in version 1.4 before they finally patched it, where you could, if you were under siege, you could get one of your units out of the front gate and kind of lure the enemy army right up to the walls, your walls,
Yep.
and just let the the arrow towers take care of them, and they just stand there. That was a good thing.
I wish.
Oh shit! Oh!
I wish they would play like basically a virtual tabletop game where you can that had like a pretty good almost like a virtual model building, like inbuilt hero forge that you could like build your units
I mean, I've seen some games like that.
and like paint them and such.
Not so tough
I mean, I know you can do stuff like that, like what is it, Age of Wonders? You kind of can, but
A little bit.
I don't know.
Mine was
I miss playing tabletop war games. But the thing is, like, I say that, but most of the time, most people didn't even paint their armies half the time, and then there were some people that didn't even have proper. We had a kid use a Mr. Potato Head as a Tyranid drop pod.
That's amazing.
The thing was, is he'd win because like he was using like weird shit as Titans and shit. It was like, okay, and he would brag about it.
I mean, it sounds like your friend basically turned Mr.
He
Potato
wasn't
Head
my friend.
the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man.
How the fuck you get in here?
The front door.
I'm a locksmith, and I'm a locksmith.
Yeah.
I'm a locksmith and a locksmith and a locksmith and a locksmith.
God!
Oof.
Boys!
The discordant nature of this music is making me feel like Doom music. Giving me like Doom
Want
vibes.
some more?
This is some pretty legit music.
How do you determine if it's not legitimate, though?
He can't keep up.
Does it have paperwork?
Is it too legit to quit?
Alright, I need to shut the fuck up.
You haven't said anything.
I know. In my
Did you ever fucking die?
I don't know what I meant. I'm fucking dying, boys.
You are spending too much time thinking and not enough time doing. Wait a minute, you're not a wise man. You're just saying obvious shit in a cool voice. No, I'm not.
It made me think of that line from Mystery Men. He's like, "For you to learn my teachings, I must first teach you to learn." Later on, if you do not learn to control your rage will learn to control you. That's what you were gonna say, right? Not necessarily.
I thought he was like, no,
Like, dang old shit, man.
You point your hand at me and call me sinner, yet you ignore the 3 gnarled fingers pointing back at you.
Andrew.
You know, Super Chief,
Yeah.
if you use your card to buy 10 crystals, you'll be able to afford a new coin on your little ring there.
Oh yeah.
Thought it was over.
Oh dude, this is gonna be a fun run through this game.
Is no one gonna like admonish me or anything on that?
No.
Nerves get the better.
I don't get it.
This is a mobile game thing. Like,
You're a mobile game.
Face is a mobile.
how fucking dare you? I've never been more insulted.
Willard excels at these kinds of things.
I do. It's true.
Oh god, what was that movie where like
Again?
you had a limited amount of time and it showed it on your wrist, but you could buy more time to live?
Oh, that had Justin fucking Timberlake in it or whatever it was.
Yeah. Imagine like something like that, but you had to buy crystals or something like digital crystals in mobile games.
No, you had to buy essential oils.
He can't keep.
We're the only planet that can synthesize this medicine that can heal you people and keep you alive. Wait a minute, these are drugs.
Yeah, man.
That was also a Star Trek episode.
Yeah.
Not so tough.
Picard decided to just GTFO on that one. He's like, this ain't good.
Well, no, because that was another Should We Obey the Prime Directive episode. In that case, the answer was yes.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. They already they were making contact, so weren't they already kind of like?
The contact had been made with them. Like the race had been requesting Federation help.
They did, kind of.
So the
But they're
Federation they couldn't
the-
cure the disease, right?
Well, that was the thing. Is they were not allowed to intervene. But Picard interpreted that to mean we aren't going to make the part that you can't build yourself for you to fix your spaceship.
Boss said nobody gets through. George stays alone.
And the space drug dealers who before were like, oh, you can't intervene. Then they suddenly got very upset with the whole Prime Directive thing, and they're like, that's not fair. You should be able to intervene. And Picard was like, really, bitch?
Well, fuck the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Storm Song.
One aspect of the Prime Directive is not contacting pre-warp civilizations, but that's only part of it. The Prime Directive itself is really just the Federation doesn't give itself standing to intervene in other cultures, whether they are warp capable or not. It's a
Like,
commitment to sort of
development
neutrality.
stuff, you know?
Now, if they're members of the Federation, that's a different thing. Then they'll intervene all the fuck they want.
I don't know. Aren't they always intervening with the Romulans or something like that?
Well, the Romulans are a pure power
Yeah, the Prime Directive mainly applies to
when dealing
less
with.
less developed
developed.
civilizations. Yeah, then the Romulans are, as Storm Song said, they're a peer civilization.
Has there been an episode where they're like, "Oh, you see us as a less developed situation"?
Probably.
All right, actor. All right, have your fun. Admonish me.
No, that was perfect, Andy.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna say anything. It was perfect.
Hey, Von
You were thinking
Falkenstein,
it.
you're entirely correct. I am getting old. Look at this guy. He's old.
Man,
I've been,
you're old as fuck.
dude. I've been fucking up so bad.
Is it because we're talking?
No,
So at what age do you die?
I don't know.
I think 80. No, legitimately, I think 80.
This game,
And
if I'm right, this game isn't
Yeah.
too long. It's just hard.
It's the weed man, sir.
how do you mance weeds?
Well, I mean, isn't that what poison ivy does?
She used to just like genetically engineer plants, and they'd like horti. She didn't have like supernatural powers at first. It used to just be like she'd like genetically engineer mutant plants that could eat people and stuff, and they somehow did her ability by like I don't know imprinting or something like that. But eventually she turned into the movie version where she like got Joker gassed into chemicals.
Oh,
Unless someone in the chat's going to tell me that I'm horribly wrong, then I should shut my mouth, and then I'll say, "That's never stopped me before, motherfucker."
Ask Willard about Batman stuff.
No,
Willard,
Yes.
are you Batman?
I'm Batman.
oh, you
Willard.
bitch.
Why won't you just tell me what you're thinking, Willard? Is it because that you're completely insane?
Whacker, are you like tied up to like a dolly and like in a straight jacket right now?
What?
What?
I'm doing a Silence of the Lamb joke. It's not going across very well.
I'm not going to eat your liver with some fava beans, Andrew.
Yeah,
It's
he's allergic
already
to fava
probably
beans.
calcified enough.
If you ate my liver, you'd probably get like diabetes or something.
I don't think that's how you get diabetes.
I think there's exceptions. There's exceptions to every rule.
Actually, I had a coworker come in the other day, and like, I looked at her and like something's different about her. It's like she shrunk or something. I don't know. And I asked, I said, "Are you okay?" And she says, "Oh yeah, I just got back from heart surgery. They had to pump like 40 pounds of fluid from around my heart." Whew. I was like, "What?"
Good lord.
Yeah, that's got to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, she just looked so different. I was like, "What's going on here?"
Ah.
Just that man shit.
Oh,
Man, shit.
Yeah.
dude, I'm gonna die.
I think this is kind of a Souls-like where you're supposed to kind of gradually fail into losing.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it even has the Sekiro fucking parry system.
Yeah. I should play more of that game. That's fun.
Yeah, you should.
I have spent 8 long years preparing for
Mercury
this.
Alpha says that a vampire would die from diabetes if they drank their blood.
Some diabetes supplies.
Ooh. Oh, I'm looking rough.
I actually saw, like, somebody made a video that was praising the artwork. It was fan art. It was based off of a SpongeBob episode called, well, I don't know what it was called, but the art was called "But Who Was Flickering the Lights?" And it was like Nosferatu, but the guy did like a really good piece where it was based off another good art style. And Nosferatu was based off of the recent Nosferatu film.
I've not seen that yet.
I've heard good things.
When I think Nosferatu, I think of like that funny, bald, long-eared, kind of goblin-looking one. I didn't know that he was like
Max Shrek.
an old man.
Yeah, that was the Max Shrek Nosferatu back in the day. The most famous one. Yeah, Von Falkenstein. At least I gain damage as I get older.
So in Bram Stoker's Bram Stoker's Dracula, it is Vlad the Impaler, right?
It's implied.
Vlad Dracul.
Yeah. So the name Dracula is derived from Draculesti, or Dracul in short, which were a group of knights dedicated to defending Romanian territory against the Turks.
It means the dragon, doesn't it?
Yes, the Draculesti were the sons of the dragon.
Yeah.
And so Dracul would be the singular thereof.
Yeah.
Well, Vlad Tepes was the
man. He was
the
of the
Wallachian
Draculesti.
who, yeah.
Private party. Back off now.
I remember there was a battle bot called Vlad the Impaler.
I pity you.
Oh,
You remember that? You guys remember battle bots?
I do, but I haven't watched
Wait.
it in like they're still going too, but I haven't.
Are they
watched
really?
I didn't
Alright.
even know they were still going.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Alright, let me do
I
something.
recently saw like a video that showed like one of the robots being flung and like hitting the plexiglass.
Holy
it.
shit.
Yeah, shit's kind of hardcore.
Okay, so riddle me this.
Riddle me this.
In the
That's better.
in the Dracula, how did he become a vampire?
He gave his soul
Yeah?
to the devil.
Yeah.
What do
Ah.
you want?
Yeah, in that one, the
Where can I
explanation
find
is very much super
Guys,
demons and
We
shit.
got a problem here.
Yeah,
But no, Vlad Tepes already had a relatively negative reputation among a lot
Yeah.
of Germans and the English.
I wonder why.
Well, because during his reign, he specifically persecuted Saxons that were living in Wallachia,
Yeah, he was-
forcing them out and back as refugees to Germany. And a lot of
Dude was
those
kind of an
included,
asshole.
and a lot of those included aristocratic families who had land holdings in Saxony and in England. So as a result, his name was always kind of synonymous with barbarism, apart from his actual reputation of, well, Vlad the Impaler. And so then when Bram Stoker wrote the book, he was kind of working on an already very, what would we call it? Poisoned well? Not to say that Vlad wasn't a psychopath, but,
Why'd they call him the Impaler,
You're
Storm
not on the
Song?
list. You're not
well,
getting
because
inside.
he learned very well from his
Private party.
Ottoman
Back off.
upbringers that fear is a primary way of keeping people in line. And so he would impale tens of thousands of people.
Oh,
I mean, we just call that Saturday night now at this point, right?
Or mess.
Yeah.
Yeah? What do
I
you
think
want?
one of the if I remember correctly, isn't one of the things he did that really pissed everyone off around
Guys,
him
so
was
we
he
gotta-
killed someone's messenger for disrespecting him or for a perceived disrespect?
I do not recall that
Yes,
specifically,
he did.
but,
Yes,
but
he did.
I could
He
believe
did.
it, yeah.
He did.
That's one of those rules you're not supposed to break is kill the messenger.
Yeah.
Correct. So at some point, some of these Turkish sultans sent him a messenger or messengers demanding something. And I remember what it was. It's like they wouldn't take off their hats or something, their turbans in his presence, which is considered like a sign of respect or whatever. So he had the turbans nailed to their heads. And he sent them back like that. Oh, motherfucker was hardcore.
Now, let's also remember that the people he was fighting against were equally hardcore, we shall say.
Oh, everybody was shit.
Well, I think the term which was coined from his brutality was draconian.
Oh no, Draconian is much older.
Oh.
It referred to a Greek philosopher named Draconis who believed in extremely violent punishment for any perceived slight. Kind of the theory, fairly similar to Hammurabi's code of like, someone steals, you cut off their hand.
Completely logical.
Party
Oh,
time.
it's logical, it just wasn't compassionate.
I know. I know it was weird. This is a weird like curiosity, but there's an RPG. I think I have it called Tyranny or Tyrant, where
Tyranny. Yeah, I know it. I played it on stream.
that.
Okay, cool. Okay. So can you explain it to me? Because I'll probably do a poor job. So
What am I explaining?
That's
What am I explaining?
like the concept of the game.
The
that's
concept of the
not a-
game is what? Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's not like a simple explanation. That was a very deep, profound game once you got it.
I can give you the premise of the game.
Okay.
The premise of the game is the known world has been conquered by a tyrant, and you are basically a cop. You work for the court. That's the premise.
Yeah.
Well, does
Evil
it
has
have like
won. You work for evil.
Yeah, you work for evil.
okay? Does it have like a moral system or something in there?
It doesn't have like a renegade or paragon meter like Mass Effect does. You can make decisions of a moral nature, but the game doesn't hold your hand and tell you what's the good choice.
Oh,
You have to
that,
kind of figure that out if you want to do that.
that's dope.
Yeah.
I never thought
What it
of,
tracks is reputation. That is a very key mechanic to the game. So your reputation with the factions at large, and your reputation with major characters in the setting. That it does track.
And I will also. That was a really, really good fucking game. And the game
was
also
great.
does an amazing job of generally showing how your decisions impact the world around.
As you get into it, it starts to deal with like the metaphysics and the philosophy of the setting, which is really interesting. There's a lot going on there. I consider it to be a spiritual successor to Planescape Torment, because a lot of the same people who worked on Planescape also worked on Tyranny, including Chris Avalone.
I literally so Willard played that on stream, and Kingsburg and I rode shotgun with you.
I think I was doing that one solo. I mean, I know you were in chat.
I was
You were in
with
chat.
you. I was with you a little bit, wasn't I?
You
Was
were in
that-
chat.
Was that on the auxiliary?
No,
No, Will was never part of ads.
That might
It was
have.
too good for us.
I
Yeah.
predate the auxiliary, bitch.
That is
Okay,
true.
okay.
Y'all are
Anyway,
fucking noobs.
Not on the list.
The point is, I went out and I bought that game because of
Yeah.
watching Willard play it. That was a really, really.
And
good
you
game.
played through it.
Yeah, I played through it. I guess it would have been last summer, I think.
But the whacker, you played through
Oh.
it.
Yeah?
What, Andy?
You played through it. Did you beat it?
I actually haven't played it yet. I just bought it because I
Oh.
watched Willard play it.
You should play it, and you should do a different path from the one I did.
I want to put some more time between like the watching you play it because I want to try to
Yeah.
forget as much as I can.
Oh, if you just do a different path from me, a lot is going to be different anyway. Like, you'll go to the same locations, but the context will change.
Falkenstein says it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, holy shit.
Yeah, so we were not Legionnaires yet.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
I know Whacker was in chat, though.
The whacker, I wouldn't mind watching you play through it if you. Unless
I don't.
somebody
I'm not
knows
gonna.
it, I'd
I'm not
rather-
gonna stream it.
Yeah.
Like that's one of those games that.
Man,
I
this
want-
sequence is John Wick as fuck.
Yes.
Holy shit.
I'm
I know
thinking of,
you
like,
said. I know one time you said, Whacker, you wanted to have me play through, or watch me play through Chrono Trigger.
Ooh.
Yes.
I haven't.
I mean,
Played that.
there's a couple of games that we all should.
Yeah.
Who was it? that was doing Chrono Trigger on stream for a while?
Wasn't it the guy who left?
Was it?
What's his name? Oh God, what was his name? Storm. You know who we're talking about?
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember their name. I remember Diggs explaining the whole thing to me.
Oh God, what was his name? He did
Bowser, Baby Bowser.
So no, it was Sayaku that played it, but not
Oh,
not-
okay.
not whoever it is we're
No.
thinking of.
no. God, what
Oh,
was his name?
I've lost all my.
Yeah.
Is it M something?
Oh. Oh shit! I accidentally hit quit game. Damn.
That said, I got the impression there was some drama related to that, so maybe not.
Yeah, it's not get to that.
Well, whatever. He's
Uh-oh.
the one who was playing through it. He played the Dark
Uh-oh.
Cloud games.
Uh oh.
Chief, did you just crash?
I accidentally hit quit game. I thought it would bring me back to the main menu.
Oh no!
You
Yeah.
Ladies
fool.
and gentlemen, we fucked it!
Well,
Yeah. So I can see why they didn't get far last time. Whoever streamed it.
because this game is hard as fuck.
Yeah, and you can't like easily like rewind.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go use
Well-
on that. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. When
I
I
might
come
pick
back,
this up. It looks like fun.
it's interesting. It definitely
I
plays well.
would enjoy like a challenging kind of brawler game.
I'm
'Cause, I mean, I like the
also-
Batman games, but they're not hard.
Right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if I can play through this as a 70-year-old man and actually win it.
Yeah.
I will also BRB 1 second.
Yeah, I am looking for. There are some games that I'm looking forward to, like watching you guys play. That I could point out, like
I was telling Super Chief that he should play Hand of Fate.
that
You guys know
card,
that
that
one?
kind of card game.
It's a card game, but it's also
Yeah,
a
like-
free flow brawler game, and also
I
a
heard
roguelike
it's got,
deck builder.
got an Arkham style combat
Yep,
system.
it does. It does. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It is a roguelike deck builder with a free flow combat system.
I am looking forward to when Storm Song when we finally complete Final Fantasy VII, because
Oh, you
wanted
still
me
doing
to
that?
play- yeah, no, we got delayed a few times because I would do a Mega Man game every like 4
Oh, yeah.
weeks,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
I
you
did
can only
some did
do
some
stuff.
music streams as well.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, what was the game you wanted me to play, Andrew? You said it would be like
Toonstruck.
Toonstruck. That's right.
It was that game that I wanted to play on the aux, but then I had my mental meltdown
Yeah, I remember that.
and had to go get locked up in whatever it's called, and like that sucked. But because like the service was bad, which makes me kind of wonder. Like, I wonder if there's like a market for like actually having a review and critique for.
All right.
The difficulty for reviewing any kind of what do you call it? Mental care facility is, well, inherently the people there may not have the most lucid perspective.
Lol.
And I do not say that insultingly. Like if you need mental care, seek it.
Yeah.
Yes. But ask for a room that's not next to the metal doors.
Ah,
Ka-chong, ka-chong! Ka-chong, ka-chong! But yeah, Toonstruck. And we talked, I remember we talked to Sparrow, so he agreed if we can get him to join. If he has time to, because I think with his like wisdom in like the entertainment industry, he'd probably be able to like add some color commentary or wisdom to like the voice actors, because there's a lot of I don't know if I'd say famous, but like well-known voice actors, like well-practiced, like like a lot of voice actors like, oh, I didn't know they did this, that, and another. Like I can tell you one of them is she does a lot of the female voices like Babs Bunny, but she also does like a bunch of other ones.
Oh.
One of them is the voice of Homer Simpson. He does one, and so, and a rule. This is a rule for us aux people. Eventually, all conversations lead to Batman the Animated Series.
Uh-huh.
Law, you thought I was going to say something else. Anyway, I thought there's a character called Captain Hugh. He's or King
Captain
Hugh.
who?
His name is King Hugh,
Who?
and he's the king of the Kingdom of Happiness. And I thought his voice actor was the same voice actor for the Mad Hatter from the animated series, but it's not.
Interesting.
Which is weird because I like that voice actor. I don't know he's kind of got this calm, almost like calm storyteller voice to him, but there's like a hint of darkness behind, like a creepiness to it. You know what I mean?
I quite liked the guy they got for the Mad Hatter in the Arkham games. He is excellent. He's real good.
I don't think I remember. I'd have to look it up. The only Arkham game I remember.
Well, go up the VODs because we just did it last Tuesday.
Ah.
All right.
But no, he's excellent.
All right. Big man's back. What's up?
Hey.
Big man's back.
So I've decided.
Big guy for you.
I think the name of the game is "Don't Let Myself Get Too Old."
That is good advice for life, really.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to play another game. I was like, that's a weird.
No.
He just nopes the fuck out.
I'm sticking with this. Unlike Final Fantasy VIII.
I mean, to be fair,
To be
was
fair.
To be fair,
To be fair.
I didn't know Final Fantasy VIII was like you're not supposed to power level or grind. You're supposed to like.
also Storm. What did you say?
I said it's Final Fantasy VIII, so like I don't think anyone blames you.
All the Final Fantasy games were kind of, there's an element of grinding you have to do to keep up.
Except for 8. 8's weird.
Really?
They've blocked the entrance.
8
to the
is
warehouse.
actually a weird case where the enemies are level to you.
Oh,
you
that's
want to,
right.
You want to level up all of your equipment and your
Right.
GFs and all that, but you don't want to level yourself up.
Right. You want to do the Morrowind method.
Yeah.
Or Elder Scrolls, I guess.
Morrowind is Elder Scrolls.
Morrowind is an Elder Scrolls game, my dude.
I know, but I meant like. I know that, but I meant like.
The
all
Elder Scrolls Morrowind
games
is the
do
name of
that,
the game.
Even though, in my opinion, Morrowind is probably the superior Elder Scrolls game.
That's not a
Junkies.
difficult opinion to defend.
Or-
Yeah, that is really not a controversial opinion. Also,
I
I just
will-
noticed as I'm
I will
reassembling my
say that
keyboard
my
that some of my keys are shipped upside down.
Lol.
You fool!
I will say that I don't know how much of that statement is colored by nostalgia purely.
Yeah.
Hi, Sidon.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it does have to be necessarily subjective because some people just didn't get to experience it. And by the time they would get to play Morrowind, it was already such an aged game out of sight of like what was his normal quality of life.
I can make it. Just need a run at it.
Morrowind blew my mind when it came out. I was like, whoa, you could pick up objects and put them back down.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa, like blew my mind.
It's
And, like,
groundbreaking.
they had the books. They had in-game books, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? And I collected. I had like a library. It was a very badly organized one. It was just a pile of books. In the back
Multiple
of the
copies
house
of the same
someone I
book.
murdered.
Miles Brandt was the guy.
Miles
Who did
per
the
hour?
voice of
No, who was playing Chrono Trigger. He was the Legionary who was playing Chrono Trigger.
oh.
Zyku was the one that I was thinking of.
Okay then.
Anyway. Yeah.
You guys talking about Morrowind?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
you talking about the books in the game, Andy?
Yeah, I was surprised by that, and I was trying to. I had every intention to read every single one of them.
There's
But I
a
didn't.
lot of lore and shit.
Oh
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
can
Like,
use.
one of my favorite was there was this old man who specialized in heavy armor, and he was betrothed to a young lady, but she fancied like this I think a bard or something, and while they were watching jousting, he'd go and he'd fight. Oh, it wasn't a bard; it was his squire, and he took care of his armor. And so he took this dust that, when it mixed with sweat, it would cause the armor to rust. So the reason was, while he was fighting and sweating, his armor would make him slow, and he wouldn't be able to catch them, in the act. And he put little bells and stuff on them. Well, they were in the act, and suddenly the guy's head flies off, and it turns out that the old man made his way up there by walking on his hands in his heavy armor.
What?
Yeah, the man was. That's how good the old man was in heavy armor. He could, like.
Last bag's on his way to you.
He was more the story was like he was more agile in his heavy armor than he was outside of it.
Can't keep
No
up.
fucking sense.
It's Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls has a lot of that too. So I mean, they're
It was
My
the book
favorite- My favorite, like book and lore stuff in Morrowind was the Dwemer stuff.
my favorite was the real Berenzia.
I thought Whacker was going to say the Argonian Maid.
Man.
So many.
Not the
What-
Argonian.
Whacker is the real Dorenza.
Also, he's high up. The Empress Balenciaga. No, there's a really good mod for both Oblivion and Skyrim. I don't know if they ever made it for Morrowind, but where if you open a book and then close it, it will trigger an audio file of a reading of the book.
Oh, sweet!
So you could basically just listen to the book's in-game on audiobook.
Because
Whoa.
that's what those games need is audio logs.
Yo!
Well,
Think
if
of
you're traveling long distance and such, or exploring a cave.
It's
Think of
It's narrated by Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh,
There is a really great moment where in Skyrim, there's a bandit who, when you go into the place, he's sitting there keeping guard, and you find out later from dialogue and so forth, listening to the other bandits, that he's blind. And so there's something called, like, I can't remember his name, so we're just gonna call him Bob. But it's like Bob's book, and you open up, and it's completely blank because he's blind. If you do it, if you have that mod on and you open that book, for the next several minutes you will hear no words, but you will hear pages flip about every 15 seconds.
All right, so in other news, I discovered what the classic rattling sound was when something fell off my table.
yeah.
It was not, in fact, a keycap. It was the lid for the bottle of isopropyl alcohol I was using to clean my keycaps.
I'm getting close.
Oh.
So I'm not missing a keycap, but I am missing a lid to a substance that evaporates very quickly.
This is no good.
mean,
Just drink
fine.
it and save yourself.
Yeah, I'll just drink it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine.
So, I thought of an idea for like a spell, like basically like an audio reader spell or something like that. Like you cast it on a book and it reads it out loud for you while you're traveling or something.
Transactions.
Audible Morrowind edition.
In the Third Age, under the Second Emperor.
That said, in the later games, when not in Morrowind, but like Elder Scrolls in general, then my favorite book is probably The Tale of Pelennor, or The Song of Pelennor, The White Strike.
Have you seen the video on YouTube about that?
Yes.
We are
Pelennor,
not-
Pelennor, it's not genocide if they're elves, White Strike.
Oi, hey, elves, Sibyllace.
We are not elves.
Oh, hey,
We are
hey, Chief.
merely
Yeah?
cat people.
Remember to turn on the Discord thing.
The Discord thing?
What was the other name? for Khajiit?
What Discord thing?
The thing where we can see what you're doing without having to wait for the stream to
Oh, yes. Because the game closed. That work?
end. That's good.
Right.
I'll be right back, guys.
Super chief. Super chiefy.
Hey. So I'm doing far better this run so far already. And the only things I had to do were pay more attention to my timings and turn my fucking visual settings down to decrease input delay. To decrease it.
But to Andy's point, I don't remember if they have a different name or not. I know their homeland is called something other than what they tell people, but they say when they were asked like where do you live, they said elsewhere.
Yeah, elsewhere, but
I thought that was the province's name.
It was them saying, well, that's what the Imperials called it after they were told or asked where do you live? We live elsewhere. And the Imperials didn't realize it was a pun.
Oh.
it's like when the Spaniards asked natives like, "What do you call this land?" And they said something, and they're like, "It's called this." Then they later found out it means like, "I don't understand," because like, you know, they didn't speak Spanish.
I mean, communication bugs like that are always fun.
Ajit.
Psyduck's favorite dessert is moon sugar.
Psyduck says egg status, please.
How do you make moon sugar again, Wacker?
Well, no, you make skooma. You harvest moon sugar.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Ferment that moon sugar.
Yeah, gee.
Alright. This is going much smoother. Hell yeah, brother. So, I've been getting into EVE Online recently.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How the fuck you get in here?
That's been a learning curve.
He can't keep
EVE Online, you said?
Yeah.
I feel
Sorry,
like
stepped away for a second. The egg status is hopped up on moon sugar.
if we're bringing it back to Elder Scrolls, what about the egg that is the snake-faced god of the 3-in-1?
Storm!
Yo, you get the reference. You know what I'm getting at.
Storm!
What?
The egg.
There's
The egg of time.
in Elder Scrolls there is a book called the 36 Lessons of Vivek, and it's extremely like violently esoteric, to the point of almost nonsensical.
Oh.
But it's because the one who wrote it was both the god of the Dunmer god of poetry and deceit.
Vivek.
Also, The Egg of Time is one of the two books written in native Dwemerus that you can take to Yagram to ask him to translate.
Yeah. Here, just for my amusement, if you're okay with it, Super G, I'm going to read the 36 lessons, or the first part of the 36 Lessons of Vivek.
Go for it, bro.
He was born in the ash among the Velothi, Anon Chimer, before the war with the northern men.
Chimer.
Okay. I came first to the village of the Nechimen, and her shadow was that of Boethia, who was the prince of plots that things unknown and known would fold themselves around her until they were like stars, or the messages of stars. I took the Nechimen's wife and said, I am the face-snake queen of the 3-in-1. In you is an image and a 7-syllable spell. I am a Seti Evek, which you will repeat to it until mystery comes. Then I am through the Nechimen's wife into the ocean water, where the Druze took her into a castle of glass and coral. They gifted the Nechimen's wife with gills and milk fingers, changing her sex so that she might give birth to an image, as an egg. There she stayed for 7 or 8 months. Then Set came to the Nechimen's wife and said, I am the clockwork king of the 3-in-1. In you is the egg of my brother-sister who possesses invisible knowledge of words and swords, which you shall nurture until Herat Tor comes. And Set said, extended his hand, and multitudes of homunculi came forth, each like a glimmering rope through the water. And they raised the Nechiman's wife back to the surface of the world and set her down on the shoals of Azura's coast. There she lay for 7 or 8 more months, caring for the egg knowledge by whispering to it the codes of Methla and the prophecies of Veloth, and even the forbidden teachings of Trinimac. 7 Daedra came to her one night, and each one gave to the egg new motions that could be achieved by certain movements of the bones. These are called the Barons of Move Like This. Then an 8th Daedra came, and he was a demi-prince called Thonwith Hen, or the multiplier of motions known, and Thonwith Hen said, "Whom do you wait for?" To which the Nechiman's wife said, "The Hortator. Go to the land of Endoril in 3 months' time, for that is when war comes. I return now to haunt the warriors who fell and still wonder why, but first I show you this." Then the barons and the demi-prince joined together into a pillar of fighting styles terrible to behold, and they danced before the egg and its learning image. Look, little Vect, and find the face behind the splendor of my bladed carriage, for in it is delivered the unmixed conflict path, perfect in every way. What is its number? It is said that the number is the number of birds that can nest in an ancient tribal tree, less than 3 grams of honest work. But Vivek, in his later years, found a better one, and so gave this secret to his people. For I have crushed a world with my left hand, he will say, but in my right hand is how it could have won against me. Love is under my will only. The ending of the words is Elm Sivai.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you needed any more proof that people who write computer programs do drugs,
No, that's just some Old Testament shit right there.
Old Testament plus drugs, I would say.
that's Andy. No, that's drugs. That's lots and lots of drugs.
Let's just say Todd Howard liked the party.
I wanted to ask, like, how many books do you think were written while somebody was just incredibly high? I mean, like, not mildly high, like, they probably were watching their own writings, like, melt as they did so.
Let's go ask Crispy.
To translate to English for dummies, the mother of a god was taught to make her child astral project while still in the womb, and he was able to learn from demons how to sword fight.
Fucking sick, bro.
She's one of those ladies that puts like the expensive earphones on her womb, on her belly, while her baby's pregnant. Thinks she's gonna get smart.
She's got Beats by Dre on her stomach.
You know what this reminds me of, weirdly? Cartoon Network had like an animated, like, small animated series called like Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Are you talking about Reign the Conqueror?
Yeah, it's like the same artist that did I forgot.
Aeon Flux.
Aeon Flux. Like, man, that was messed up. Yeah,
I love that anime series, Reign the Conqueror. That was fucking amazing.
It's like she was giving birth in a pool, and there's a bunch of snakes, and the dad was like, "Nah, man, this is cursed shit. I gotta kill you." And the snakes like tore his eye out, and then I guess he was okay after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, King Philip One-Eyed. Actually, one of 2 King Philip One-Eyeds in history, but the other one was French.
So obviously inferior.
I mean, yes.
Lichten mein Arsch!
Hey, don't bring that boy in here.
That's not how you say
As
it.
he shakes his iron hand.
All right,
My return.
Hey.
Pizza.
pizza.
What manner and species of pizza?
Brazilian!
Pepperoni and beef.
Oh god, not Brazilian pizza.
What's on it?
Pepperoni and beef.
Okay.
I thought you said corned beef. Well, I mean, would it make
No.
sense?
No.
Be honest. Don't act like a spoiled child and not taste it because it looks.
Andrew.
Whacker leaves his child with a bottle of Sifu while he goes out to get milk.
Andrew, just because. Andrew.
So Will,
Hmm.
you must join Goat and I in my terrible quest.
Oh no.
At the next meetup, we're making Brazilian pizza.
No, you're gonna get killed by Beebs, is what's gonna happen.
Can we
And
put
I'm
corned
going to
beef
help
on
him.
it?
You know what you must do, Willard.
No.
Yeah, Willard.
I sat upon my 3 thrones and pondered the whereabouts of the Brazilian pizza. And lo, I knew it was wicked, but its cost was too great, and it led me to damnation. Oh, sweet, horrible harlot, that is time. How do you curse me so with your wanton pugilance?
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew on drugs.
Dear God, he's got a third eye. It's actually opening up. Kill him.
It's just like that one old internet copy paste, the one where Storm opens his
I have spent
one of his
long
7
hours
mouths
And sings the song that will end the earth.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Can you imagine having a parent like that? Like every time you ask him, he like says shit like that. It's like, Dad, I just want to know if I can go to my friend's house. Thine may travel across the path, but be wary. For verily there are strangers that would strike you down without the second thought. And be back before the sun caresses the top of the pine across the riverway.
Oh, so you're basically talking about how I'll parent.
All right. So we're no longer like 50 for the second mission.
I think you can like gain time back, right? Like you can get younger
I don't think so.
if you do good enough or well enough.
You reduce the death counter penalty for takedown, for like successful fights and takedowns, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you don't gain back, but if you play well enough, if you happen to die, it minimizes your penalty.
Instead of like 5 years, you can make it 2 years.
Yeah, like you start with 1, and every time you die, you gain a counter.
Yeah. And if you die with 1, and next you'll die with 2, and next you'll die with 3.
Correct. Actually, no. Next you'll die with 2, and then next you'll die with 4 because it adds your current counter to the last counter. It's not +1.
Private party. Come back to back off now. Any regrets now?
I regret knowing your mother's whore name.
Wow.
All right.
And so anon, Andrew became the Nechiman's son.
And he knew the name of the king.
Can't you see there's no place for you here?
I knew the name of the king when he was sucking on his mama's tit.
All right. We're back to where we were, but this time 27 instead of 63.
Man, why are raid bars like always the second best place to have a kung fu fight?
I'm thinking of the opening of like what was it, Blade 1?
Oh yeah, dude. That movie fucking goes
Blood
so
Raid.
hard.
Bloodbath.
Yeah.
Fun fact: do you know who the woman was that was taking the kid to the show?
Nope. Who was that?
Fuck.
Yeah, tell us who the woman was, Wagger.
I forgot her name. Hold on. It's she's the porn star.
Oh, the lady with 9 holes?
No.
What?
Look. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna back off this way.
Tracy Lords. That's who it was. Tracy Lords.
Yeah, what about?
She was the actress in Blade who was taking the kid to the show.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good story, bro.
You really hit him with it, didn't you, Andy?
Wow, cool! Your brains are bad meat! I haven't watched that stuff in forever. Or kept up with it, that is. The system is down. The system is down. Jig is grounded.
We had that light switch installed for you so you can turn the lights on and off. Not stupid, so it's rays. Now, let's go break that thing open and put it into Homestar Runner's mouth. You're gonna have to unplug your stomach when you drink that stuff.
Man, that was the day.
The cheat will tell you what to do. Ah. Oh, Homestar, I can't believe you did this to me.
I've got a dream full of leprechaun unicorns.
I fucking love Homestar. What?
You know, I'm trying to imagine like Homestar replacing what's his name and Blade Runner. Homestar is like the Blade Runner.
Oh, god damn.
You failed again. Maybe you should try harder.
Thank you, Andy.
Oh man.
Not so tough after all.
Man, this is the wrong place to be an epileptic kung fu artist. Ugh.
Whoa.
1, 2. Up, 2, 3, 4. One. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. 1, 2, and up, and we do that.
So, like,
Oh, I was doing so good. What's up?
has the lore for Elder Scrolls officially moved on past the Skyrim event?
The Skyrim event.
So no, when we get to 6, it will have. I'm estimating we're going to see a dragon break, which is their way of explaining whatever a canon ending is. So we're going to get some weird version of events where the Stormcloaks won, the Stormcloaks lost. Parthenax was slain, but Parthenax lives.
I heard that they're being cowards and they're setting it in Hammerfall instead of fucking elsewhere, which is what they should fucking do.
Yeah.
Come on, The Elder Scrolls 6 Elsewhere. What a fucking title would that be?
Yeah.
Khajiit has wares.
Didn't they
Also,
already
like Dune is current and in the cultural zeitgeist right now.
Didn't they already do Hammerfall?
Yes, they did.
So it's not just going to be Hammerfall; it's going to be all of Iliad based. It'll be Hammerfall.
Yes, so all the parts of the continent nobody cares about.
High Rock and Orsinian.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, yeah, no, Elsewhere would be infinitely
amazing.
More interesting. But yeah.
The two giants over there. What's behind their door?
Nice fight.
Little salty there, Willard.
Excellent.
Just a
Just
little
like,
bit.
just it's watching Bethesda make this like succession of unforced errors for the last decade. Just it hurts.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, we are of the same mind in that regard, Willard.
It could be so much better.
Well, let's play around with this and have some creative brainstorm.
Unfortunately, we brought this subject up exactly as I have to depart for Goat's game. You guys have a good one.
Take care.
Also, I believe that the next Elder Scrolls game should take place in Nakavir. Anyways, I love you all.
Bye, buddy.
See ya.
Take care. Well, I was gonna say, Willard, like, okay.
Okay, so okay. I gotta say,
on.
no, hold on.
Let William
I gotta
talk.
say, there is one person who is allowed to call me Willard, and then only grudgingly, and that person is Whacker. Everybody else calls me Will.
Oh, I'm
No
sorry.
exceptions.
Hear what she just said?
I'm sorry.
We're closed for the night.
That's okay. That's okay. We have now established that I have tried to make Whacker call me by my name. He can't. So because I cannot control Whacker, that is the one exception I allow.
I don't think Whacker can control Whacker.
He really can't.
Wait a second.
Whacker vibrates into a dimension
I
of its
just
own. It just
spoiled myself again.
Oh God.
Okay, Will.
Yeah.
Okay, Billy Boy. No. Okay. So, what? Let's say whoever owns the IP for Elder Scrolls came up to you and they have gone insane with syphilis, and they drop a few billion on you. It says, "Look, I want you to write the story for the next Elder Scrolls game. I want you to set it elsewhere." And he like grows wings and flies off. So like, what do you do?
If Todd Howard hires me to write the story for Elder Scrolls 6,
Yeah, Todd Howard goes insane. He gives you like $2 or $3 billion. He says, "Fuck you, do whatever you want. I'm out." And then he his cell paper, not him, but the cell paper he's on, ascends past the screen, and he goes to his home planet and dies along the way. That's the Simpsons reference.
Yes, just allow that to soak in.
But basically, yeah, like, okay, like, how would you open up in Elder Scrolls? Like, usually in Elder Scrolls games,
traditionally,
you're a prisoner, right?
okay, so traditionally, every Elder Scroll game starts with you being a prisoner and then being released.
Yeah. Cool.
Usually to work for the Blades, although sometimes not.
Well, hold on a minute. Do they still exist? Because I get the impressions that after this one, they might not exist anymore
Well, if the Empire exists, then the Empire has a spy group organization. So
Okay.
usually what happens is you are released to go work for them. So I wouldn't change the formula. I would step away from you are the chosen one of the ancient prophecy, though. I would do something a little more grounded.
Gotcha.
Okay. Maybe you're just a schmuck just a nobody who ends up making a difference.
Well,
Supposed to be part of tonight's.
okay.
Well,
What?
something I liked about Morrowind, something I really liked about Morrowind was it also is not doing the chosen one prophecy story thing. What Morrowind is doing is like, here's this the prophecy of the Nerevarine, right? The Nerevarine is going to fit all these criteria. Sorry, yes, the Nerevar is going to fit all these criteria. No, Nerevar was the guy's name. The Nerevarine is the prophecy.
Oh, okay.
It's going to fit all is going to fit all these criteria, and then so they, what the Blades do is they find a guy in prison who fits most of the criteria, and then send him off to go and do the rest of the list of stuff. Right? It's essentially is playing into it in the Bene Gesserit style. Like, prophecy doesn't just happen. What they do is, yeah, we're gonna make the Nerevarine. Are you really Nerevar Reborn? Dunno. Maybe not. But I ticked all the boxes.
The thing is that they all talk to you as if you are like the big players.
Dagoth Ur does, but Dagoth Ur is insane.
Come,
And at the
Nerevar.
very end, he asks you, "Are you actually Nerevar?" Because he doesn't know either. And
Well,
you can
wait,
just
what
tell
about
him, "No, I don't
Azura?
think so."
What about
Huh?
Azura? She like talks to you as if you are. At
I
least I
mean,
get the impression.
You talking about Azura?
Yeah, Azura.
Let's buy a soda.
The lady of the night, the son of
Azura talks to you as though you might be. The way that Azura says things suggests that whether you are or not is actually uncertain.
Well, I would say at that point, you know, it's probably a good chance, because if it's so up in the air that even the gods of the world are like, then
That's
it might as
exactly
well,
it.
you know?
That's exactly the theme of the Nerevarine prophecy and Morrowind. That's the theme. Your destiny is what you decide it is. That's the theme.
My lord, therein is lies.
So anyway, what I would do if I were writing the story of the Elder Scrolls 6 elsewhere,
Yeah.
is I would not do the Chosen One prophecy, ancient legend story. I would do something more grounded, more down to earth, more to do with people and less to do with destiny. I would have to. I don't have an answer off the top of my head, but I would have to find some way to explain why whatever the spy agency that inherited the Blade's mandate has decided to pick this one dude, this one person out of a prison and have him, you know, go off and work for some. The easiest way to do that is for it to be less about what you can do and more about who you are, which is interesting because that would then have to anchor you in the game story as having somewhat of a fixed background, which is not something that an Elder Scrolls game has ever really done before. But I think that would be a strength because having a defined background lets you more fully be a part of the world rather than just being like a blank slate that has no history and no background.
Well, I think picking your own character is more there to entertain the player, so that it gives them some.
Well,
sense
yes,
of
but here's the
agency
thing: is
instead of-
you can pick your own character and still have a backstory, a history, a character that is in some way defined and fixed in stone and relevant to the rest of the world. I don't think if I was doing it, I would not do the blank slate. You are whoever you want, whoever you think you are. I would have some element that is fixed in stone, and say this is who you are. This is where you came from. Everything else is up to you, but this is who you are. And this is where you came from.
I'd like
And
to
that
see
is
a
the
balance.
reason why they pull you out of prison and have you come work for them, because that is in some way relevant to whatever is going on elsewhere.
I'd like to see a balance between the two, like not completely blank slate, but also enough wiggle room for creativity on the part of the player making their tune.
I mean, like, how much of that will fit into like the running theme of Elder Scrolls if you can't like Like, if you mean like,
Well,
you gotta
to
be
your question, what is the running theme of Elder Scrolls?
There isn't.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. It's a number. All the games have been blank slate, as you said.
Yeah. But if Todd Howard's putting me in charge, then 6 is the first that isn't.
I mean, that's true. I did ask you that. I just I don't know. I'm not arguing it for argument's sake. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I understand.
I would
there
feel
are
like it'd be like a.
there are games that do that, that are able to anchor you in the wider setting by having a fixed, defined backstory, while still allowing you to be your own person, to be your own character. Tyranny is actually one of those games. Tyranny character creation. After character creation, you immediately go to, like, now you get to define the first 3 years of your career as a Fatebinder in this like little, click on this little map sequence here. And that's the backstory that anchors you in the game. I would do something like that.
I mean, I do understand at a point because, like, in Morrowind, I would almost argue probably should play as a Dwarmer, and in Skyrim you probably should be a Nord, and in
Okay,
Oblivion
actually,
you
I never did.
probably should
I've just-
be an
I never
Imperial.
did.
I've just had an idea. The idea that I would do is, I've given myself this idea by mentioning Tyranny. I would do character creation similar to the way that Tyranny does, which is you do the character creation and then you define, the important elements of your character's life and backstory. So you get to tell the game why were you released from prison to go and work for the new Blades?
Oh,
You
yeah.
then get to tell the game this is why.
Well, wait a minute. Isn't that a thing in at least the year? Like, I remember Morrowind, it would like ask you questions.
Yes.
I think it did that.
No, that was purely character creation. That wasn't like relevant to the story per se.
Yeah,
The narrative that's being told.
But like, what he's saying is like, actually, that'd be an interesting like. Do you remember in Fallout 3 where like you actually spend a few parts of the game as a child, then as a kid, then as a teenager, then a young adult, and it helped you like figure out what kind of character you're going to be, maybe.
Kind of, yeah.
Maybe something along that, like when you're a young, whatever. Like, I would say, like, do you think that they should like it would be like a complete medic story?
Also, pause for a second. Super Chief,
Yeah.
we've kind of taken over your stream. Are you okay with this?
I mean, it's cool by me, man. Like, I'm here to play games and have people talk, and just as long as chat's okay with it, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
not like this is
I just wanted to make sure because this is your stream.
right.
After all.
Yeah.
I
We don't
only
want to steal the show.
I only care when the game has a lot of story
Oh
and
yeah.
a lot of cutscenes. If
Yeah.
it doesn't, and it's all like combat and cool shit, go for it.
Yeah,
Just
because
making
I
sure.
always hated. I always hated like asking Super Chief a bunch of questions, because like I was asking him a bunch of questions about Blade Runner when he was playing his last game, and I felt like I was distracting him.
He say you Braid Runner.
He say you Blade Runner.
Braid Runner.
Tell him I'm eating.
So you would have like a system that like says how do your character starts out.
Yeah, why were you picked to serve the Blades out of prison? What did you do for the first couple years you were in elsewhere? How did you define yourself? What is your history? What is your background? That kind of thing. And then from there, the story would open up into more of a, it's not like a chosen one destiny, you were born for greatness kind of thing. It's kind of a you fell into greatness. You do something or you find something or you're in the right place at the right time that you are then thrust into a position of influence.
I got you. Okay.
Like for instance, maybe I don't really know anything about how the province of Elsewhere governs itself, but presumably they have something analogous to like a rulership, like not a king, but I guess a satrap, I guess, because Khajiit are kind of vaguely Arabic coded, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe what happens is somebody murders the satrap or the sultan or whatever, and you happen to witness it.
Oh.
Like you're the only witness.
Is Elsewhere part of the Empire?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's a province of the Empire, and
I
it's
would
one
ask
it's one
for,
that was
like-
not ceded after the war.
Okay, because I was going to ask after the Thalmor kind of kicked ass, like how
Yeah,
much? of the
Thalmor
Empire
was on the
had-
opposite side of Cyrodiil from Elsewhere.
Gotcha. Because I was going to ask like how much of the Empire, how much of its grip on the rest of shit.
Ooh,
Tamriel.
this is an
Tamriel
important
has
looking
fallen.
room.
I almost said Faerun. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, it's you forgot which realms you were in.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many. Oh, there's so many worlds
Sifu.
I've forgotten the names of.
My arms are yours.
Oh, wait, this isn't Tamriel. This is Faerun. It's like a wizard, like a planeswalker. Oh,
We're in
shit.
Sumeria
What
now.
what
It's
I
a
would
wonderful place.
definitely not do
I
is I would definitely
recognize
not
that
have
from
you
before.
start by stumbling across an ancient relic that
It
gives you dragon
represents a
shouts.
school for
Oh.
the weak. And
Or I guess they
weak.
would be cat shouts because they're always a different kind of shout.
Oh God, no! Wait, it's skooma power.
We are not. Oh no!
Yeah, you start out as a skooma addict. Unless you take moon sugar, you start.
Oh dude, yes, you take moon sugar and you see the future. Lisan El Gaib. It's just Dune. It's just Dune. You're leading a Khajiit uprising against the Empire. You are the Lisan El Gaib. You are the voice from the outer world. There, that's it. That's what I do. Forget the no prophecy shit. I would just do Dune.
Oh.
Todd Howard, if you're fucking watching this, I swear to God, if you don't hire Ward,
Well, you're saying that
It's,
Elsewhere
no,
has
it would work because I guarantee you Todd Howard has never read Dune.
Man, I really like this one character. I wish they'd bring him back.
yeah, I really wish they would have focused. Like, if they would have brought Duncan Idaho back, that would have been good. 'cause
Yeah, they should find a way to bring him back.
They really didn't give
the next
him
movie.
as much, screen time as they should.
Yeah.
I have not read the Dune series. I only watched the original David Lynch. That was
Oof.
that was trippy enough for me as a kid as it was. So.
You should watch the Villeneuve one. It's quite good.
I heard. I don't know though. I kind of have PTSD from seeing Baron Harkonnen covered in syphilis or whatever the hell.
Yeah, that was a Lynch thing. That is not how Baron Harkonnen is supposed to look.
I get you.
Lynch
but
was kind of because Lynch of course does symbolism the way that a caveman does brain surgery. And so what Lynch was doing, he was trying to show that Baron Harkonnen is a bad guy by making him physically disgusting.
I mean, you can tell me that what I was stabbed with was not a knife, but in fact a dirk. It still hurt. I still remember the pain. So.
You like that, Whacker? You like that? I am not a fan of David Lynch. I don't know if you knew that.
Never would have guessed.
Man, we need to get you into theater.
Oh my God, Willard.
You don't like little weird red men staring at you from behind the bed?
But no, Skarsgård is an amazing Baron Harkonnen. He's really good. He's really sinister. He has a lot of good screen presence. My favorite Baron is still Ian McNeice from the miniseries because he is an amazing ham. He carries the whole first act of that series. And every time he's on screen, he's just chewing on the scenery. It's fucking great.
Yes.
But he's a much more comedic, not really comedic, but sort of. Actually, no, there is an element of comedy to it. It's sort of dark comedy.
There's definitely dark comedy.
Yeah, very, very dark comedy, which I quite like. I quite like that Baron. Skarsgård's Baron is not that. Skarsgård's Baron is just straight up evil. But very sinister and competent evil. He's not scary because he's insane. He's scary because he is super smart. He's the master manipulator. He's the guy. He's the guy who plays the game of politics and knows how to win it.
I would say Skarsgård's Baron was the most accurate, lore accurate depiction.
I think probably, yeah.
But
there are elements
was
of
the most fun.
He was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
He was Joker style evil.
Yes.
Obviously evil, obviously intelligent, but also just stealing the show and being funny.
Yeah,
in a kind of
being
darkly
absolute
humorous way.
ham on-
Yeah, absolute ham.
Yes. Yeah, I completely will accept and go with that.
I did what you said, Uncle. I crushed them. I told you to squeeze, Raban. But yeah, no, I quite like the build of Dune. In fact, speaking of Dune, was actually announced yesterday, I think. The Dune game, Dune Awakening, confirmed for March 20th release.
Hey!
What is?
Yeah,
What,
I'm gonna play it on stream.
What kind of game is it?
It's by Funcom. It is a multiplayer pseudo MMO survival building kind of game. Similar kind of vein. It has been compared to Conan Exiles.
Didn't they make Conan Exiles?
They did make Conan Exiles. That's why it's been compared to that.
I see.
Yeah, it's cool. It's Oh, UNC Samurai says the sci-fi miniseries is better than anyone gives it credit for. Absolutely. No, I love the miniseries.
I love that.
It's a little painful at times because honestly, it feels more like a stage play than a TV show, which I think is interesting, but it makes it difficult to
that's
watch
a
at
good way.
times.
That's a really good way of putting
I think
it.
that's like
Yeah.
the second time I've heard that too.
It's cool and I enjoy it, but it does make it difficult to watch at times. The Children of Doom, the sequel miniseries, is shot and scripted much more like a traditional television show, which makes it much easier to watch.
My skin is not my own.
My skin is not my own. Also had a killer soundtrack.
If I heard someone say that out loud to me,
Yeah?
I'd probably call some form of official or something like that.
Is this guy actually on fire?
Yeah, he's on fire.
Why is he on fire?
Why are you not on fire?
Why are you... Oh, it's because they can't grab you when you're on fire. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I learned this from Dr. McNinja.
Set a man on fire. You'll keep him warm for the rest of his
Yeah,
life.
exactly. But no, I do intend to play Dune Awakening when it comes out, and I intend to play it on stream when it comes out.
If a man complains about the heat of the sun, throw him into the fire, for surely it is cooler there.
Ow.
If I wasn't going to sleep at 10 o'clock every night, I would attempt to. Yeah.
What?
I'm a bit old now.
No.
Well, so's Whacker. We don't really hold that again. Oh, wait, yes, we do.
Life has been moderately crazy lately. Not in a bad way, but it's just been crazy.
We love Whacker. And I'm not saying that to be cute. Give you a
What?
big old run. At you.
What?
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 So, Will, I have an idea to throw at you.
I'm listening.
Sometimes we like to play a game where we decide like how we would recast like Star Wars movies and all
Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
that. Well,
Okay.
I want you to imagine, and I can't quite remember which movie it is, so please forgive me. But when the Emperor finally shows up and he comes down the stairway on the ship, I want you to imagine instead of it being
Huh?
instead of being the actor, it's
Who?
it's hello.
What emperor? What ship? What are we talking
Star
about?
Wars. Star Wars.
Okay.
Not I mean, it's Palpatine, but instead of it being what's his name playing Palpatine, it's Statler and Wardorf,
Okay.
the two puppets.
Okay.
Just imagine like
Andy.
they just constantly shitting on people. What?
Andy.
What?
Oh yeah. No,
You're gonna-
have you seen somebody did a recut of that last scene in Return of the Jedi, and they dubbed over Palpatine
Hamill.
with Mark Hamill Joker.
Yes, I've seen.
It was foolish of you to come here.
I'll handle the jokes around here.
Well, bully for you.
Drop your weapon.
I don't know. I just like the idea of like
The best is when Darth Vader comes out and then he goes, Let's not stand on ceremony here.
That
was so good.
Have you seen the one where they take like a bunch of James Earl Jones's more crude acting and like put it over?
I have
You
seen
know,
that.
that-
It's
that
called
Gemma
War of the
Privacy,
Stars. We watched it 2 years ago at the meetup. It's a whole cut of the film.
Jim, if I ever see her ass again,
Yeah, it was so good.
Dude, look at the fucking Guggenheim here, bro.
Whoa. Where the hell are you? Seraph Industries?
I wish.
Probably.
Never had this fight. Actually, dude, yeah, this I'd love to have a fucking Jensen outfit for this.
There is a... So there's a mall downtown here, and there's a hotel in the back of it. And the back of that mall is basically this whole, like, open-air kind of atrium kind of place.
Yeah.
And I swear... I might still have a picture of it. I'll show you sometime. But the place fucking looks like Seraph Industries. Like, good lord.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, let me see if I can find a picture of it. I'll show Whacker, because he's not, playing a game.
No.
Bills.
Whacker is the game.
Whacker is the game. Yeah, the game plays Whacker.
Why the fuck is there just a generator?
But
In Soviet Russia, game plays you.
No, it's Soviet Russia. What is game? We got work to do.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, mid-lord.
You right there?
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking... I don't know. My sinuses are killing me.
It's just finally dipped above freezing here. This just today actually. So I'm getting a little of the snow molds fucking up my sinuses.
Ugh.
So imagine in Dune, the guy walks up to the lady with the box, and he's like, "What's in the box?" And she says, "Put your hand in it." And he puts his hand in it, and then looks at it and says, "Thank you," and then just walks off with the box on his hand for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Or the box turns out to be a mimic and it starts just like chewing on his hand.
Hey, I did one where he goes, "What's in the box?" and it cuts to not Mother Moheim but Bane. What's in the box? It would be extremely painful.
Did you see the Elmo one? What's in the box?
Oh, that's so fucking good.
Ah!
Yeah. So fucking good. So Whacker, I sent you a couple of links. Does this place not look like Seraph Industries?
Everyone get into position. It was foolish of you to come here.
Holy shit.
Right?
Holy shit.
Does that not look like Seraph Industries? Especially that third one, because that third one is taken at night.
I mean, it's even got kind of the yellow.
Yeah, I know.
Orangish tint to everything.
I know.
What is Seraph Industries from again?
It's from Deus Ex.
Specifically
from Human Revolution.
Yeah.
Human Revolution. Yeah, I'm gonna say okay. Yeah, Seraph Industries is real and it exists in location redacted.
I
Yeah,
mean,
right?
Isn't that kind of the motif? Like, oh, it's all clean and white and marbly and pure.
Well,
you know,
no.
so pure that it
Kind
makes
of, yeah.
it disturb.
But Seraph Industries is also yellow.
Well, all of Deus Ex is yellow.
That game
Specifically
specifically.
Human Revolution.
Be brown.
No, mostly yellow.
Like gold yellow. Like fuck.
It's kind of
There's
a
a-
yellowish orange.
There's actually a thing is in closets and out of the way places you can find empty cans of yellow paint.
That's funny.
Lol.
They put it as a little Easter egg.
They knew. They fucking knew.
Oh, they knew. They knew.
Oh, I blocked that. I dodged that. You.
That game is almost a decade and a half old at this point.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man, look at my life. I kind of would like to do an AMV.
Why do I not have Human Revolution in my Steam games? I have Mankind Divided, but I don't have Human Revolution.
That is a mistake.
I should correct that.
That game is the reason why I will not have any.
Oh, look at that! It's on 85% off. It's $3. Yoink!
Oh,
That is absolutely
Done.
worth it.
Oh yeah.
Andy, if you haven't
But-
played them, go buy them.
I watched Jesse Cox play the first one. I don't think I've watched the second one been played through.
I like Jesse Cox. He's funny.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, Andy. Don't, for the life of you, you can skip Invisible War.
Yeah, don't play Invisible War.
The-
Unless you really want to.
No, shut up. What are you guys talking about? There's nothing.
Oh yeah, right.
doesn't
There,
exist.
it doesn't. There,
Invisible War is the worst of the Deus Ex games, but it is still a Deus Ex game.
right.
It's shit, is what it is.
All right.
It is a better Deus Ex game than Devil May Cry 2 is a Devil May Cry game.
That is a fair statement, I would say.
That is like the biggest insult you can throw at a game.
It's still a Deus Ex game. It's just a really bad one.
Having played both, it's correct.
It's better than a lot of games out there.
As a layman, well, not really a layman, but as like a more an enjoyer, not a fanatic or fan.
I like how the bat is bent.
Yeah.
A casual
Explain to me,
user.
like, what makes it the worst? Like, what makes it bad?
Take everything that was cool and awesome about the original game and throw all of that out the fucking window. In all seriousness, it
does feel like a game that was made by people who didn't understand what people liked about the first Deus Ex.
There's a fairly simple answer to it. It was one of the earliest examples of this whole, oh, let's just make a game that works equally well on console and PC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That was exactly what that game was. And also, it was very rushed because the story and all that shit. Anyway.
Yeah, rush stories.
Oof.
But what are you gonna do when the big boss comes down with the hammer? You know.
Yeah.
Man, shit.
Shit, man.
Shit.
They call me shit.
Dang old. Yeah.
Dang old
Look
shit,
up
man.
Shit, man.
Look up the I think it's on the album Pork Soda, that song. I could be entirely wrong because I often am. Shut up, Whacker.
Work Slayers, look at
I
that.
didn't even say anything yet.
Water
You
break.
were going to. I saw it in the stars.
You preemptively shut up, Whacker.
The
quite a
pain
bit.
box told me you were going to say something.
That's not how the pain box works.
Everyone get into position.
I'm going to tell the pain box you said that.
That's not how the pain box
It
works.
was foolish of you to come here.
The pain box says that you're a big poopy head.
Holy
No,
fucking
bitch, the pain box
shit.
says that I'm human.
Holy shit.
And you're not a beast.
The pain box laughed when you said that.
No, Willard. Willard, you're the guy who sticks his hand in the box and you're like, fuck, it hurts, and you start like chewing your hand off.
So, what if like the lady like tells you, like the guy puts his hand in his box and he just starts going, oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, that's what happens if you try the nerve induction test on a Talaxian.
So the other way you could do it is, you know, you walk in and the Reverend Mother, guy is Helen Mowing has the box, and on the other hand, she's got like a dull hacksaw.
No. You put your hand in the box and you go, "What's in the box?" And she says, "The worst take you've ever seen. If you comment on it, you die."
and David Lynch's face peeks around the corner.
Any regrets now?
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, man.
It's bad, Willard. It's bad. Willard, it's bad.
It's bad. It's bad.
This is bad.
It's bad.
It's bad, Willard.
It's a sign.
Eyes on the target in the atrium. Everyone get into position.
Oh, I don't wanna.
Yeah.
It was foolish of you to come here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Put that
shut that down. Fuck you, bitch. I got a knife.
Shit, man.
Tell me what to do.
My shit!
Shit, man.
Shit!
Shit, man.
Man! Shit!
So we were speaking about tropes and character creation and Dune, and in fact, the framing device of character creation in Dune is you are brought before a Reverend Mother, a truthsayer, and you answer questions about your background and training and where you're from and all that. And then she gives you the box and says, "Put your hand in the box." And then she explains that, well, like, there's shit going on, and you're being sent to Arrakis. You're gonna work for the Bene Gesserit, but only they specifically need a human. Thus, put your hand in the box. And that's character creation for Dune Awakening,
Okay.
which I thought was kind of cool.
How often does seriously? How often does she like ask someone to put their hand in the fucking box? Is that only for like emperors and such? Or,
No, that's just what the Bene Gesserit do.
like they do that to everybody.
Well, here's the thing, right? The way that they
No.
explain it is what is it she says? Like grains of sand, we sift people.
Yes.
They don't do it to everyone, but they do it to people who are important, who are in positions of power and influence, or who might get into positions of power and influence. It's also part of the Bene Gesserit training. Every Bene Gesserit sister or adept has done the pain box test.
I was about to ask, is the pain box like everything, or is it like they have a litany of tests that they feel
Well, that's
is better
part.
for other people? Like you don't get the pain box, you get the cringe waffle.
The pain box is specifically to test if you're a human, and all Bene Gesserit like sisters are human. It's part of the training. Now, what is not entirely clear is whether you actually get stabbed and die if you fail the test. That's not clear.
Actually do. I believe that you actually do.
Paul would have, but Paul is a special case. I have to wonder if a regular like sister who's going through the training gets to the pain box test and fails, do they kill her or do they just go, nah, you can't be a sister now, sorry?
I've always been of the understanding that you either pass and live or you fail and die.
Well, certainly people who are in positions of power and influence, yes.
I'm standing behind that. I believe that my impression is that everyone who is subjected to that test, you either
But
pass
the
and live or you fail and die.
Maybe. But the interesting thing is, right, like, if you're only ever given one chance at the test, it doesn't matter whether you actually could die or not, because you don't know until you fail. So, it might be that they don't kill everybody who goes to the test, they just tell them they're going to.
Oh.
Like, if it's part of the training, maybe they don't. Because
So,
maybe they haven't, maybe they're not yet in a position of power and influence.
I would suggest that part is possibly irrelevant because my impression is they only administer the test to people who have been sufficiently trained and or prepared, not necessarily for that test.
That is the thing, yeah. That when it's done as part of the regular Bene Gesserit training, they're told about the test beforehand and what it means. Paul didn't get any of that. Paul was just thrown in cold. But what I'm wondering is, where does the pain box test occur in Bene Gesserit training? Is it at the beginning, or is it near the end? Is it toward the middle? Do you learn cool stuff like Prana Bin doing the voice and then get the pain box, or is learning that stuff gated behind the pain box?
I didn't think that the people who were subjected to it were told about it beforehand.
It is something, I forget what she says, but Moheim says something suggests that usually when it's given as part of Bene Gesserit training, there is some instruction that goes into it beforehand about, like, more to do with their philosophy, and so a student who's going through the regular training, like, when they get the pain induction box, they kind of have a better idea of what's going on.
So, Guys Helen says that pain is the axis of the test. If you know anything about the test and you understand that it's not like actually melting your hand off, that negates a lot of the
Oh, I mean that. I mean,
Seriousness of the test, as it.
what I mean is it's a test of whether your awareness of the risk of death is stronger than your awareness of the sensation of pain. Like, which of those is stronger in your mind? If you know that that's the test,
Yeah, but
does it really change the test?
well, I would argue that if understand Paul was a unique situation, but when he was given the test, he did not know what was going on with his hand in the box. Like
Yeah.
it says in the books and even in the shows, it did a good job of imagining him like
Yeah.
his flesh melting off of his
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
So
He pulls his hand back and he's expecting to see like a blackened stump.
yeah, literally that's what it says in the book,
Yeah.
right? So if you're given any kind of prep for
No,
that,
yeah. So when I say prep, I don't mean telling you, yeah, it's just a sensation, you'll be fine. What I mean is the idea that an animal will respond to pain by pulling their hand away, whereas a human can choose not to.
She'll be around here.
So are you human or are you an animal?
There's also an element of Pranabindu training in that a Pranabindu adept can turn off nerves and just kind of like switch off their pain perception.
Because I was going to ask, like, you said it's a test to see if you're human, and I was wondering, like, because this is like after a cybernetic, revolution where.
Oh no, it's not that. It's not that. It's testing to see whether your instinct is stronger, whether the instinctual mind is stronger than the reasoning part of your mind. The instinctive part of your mind says, pull your hand away, it's in pain. The reasoning part of your mind says, if I pull my hand out, I will die. So it's a test of which part of your mind is dominant.
I got you. Like, as long as they say, like, if you put your hand in a box, but if you pull your hand away, you'll die. If they don't tell you anything.
Yeah, no, that's the only thing that Paul is told. Paul is told, put your hand in the box, and then he puts his hand in the box, and then he's told, okay, if you pull your hand out, you die.
Yeah, like.
And then the pain starts.
You gotta tell them, like, because if you put your hand in a box and then you pull it away and they kill you, like, that's an asshole thing.
It's like saying if you pull your hand out of the box, you will die. That's part of the test.
Yeah, that's literally the
test.
That is the test.
I mean, yeah, I understand. It's just.
I don't know.
If you have a strong enough
with
will to
my
be like, oh, God,
my
it hurts,
understanding.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah, Super Chief is playing a game.
Was that a nun?
No, that's just a big bitch.
Okay.
Look at her.
Oh yeah, no, her hair made it look like she had a hood.
Ah.
Kung Fu Nun.
Kung Fu Nun.
That'd be a great movie.
Yes.
I would put $50 on the table and say it is a movie of some sort.
I mean, that's like. It should be a 40K movie about the Sisters of Battle, is what it should be.
Here's the thing: did they use kung fu, or did they just use guns? Like, there's none with guns.
I mean, they must be trained in hand-to-hand combat, because what if they're disarmed? They're soldiers.
There's gun kata,
There is.
Well,
it's true.
Then we'd have to probably go into the extent of, like, what's the difference between kung fu and martial arts? Like, do they know kung fu, the specific form of martial arts, or do they know a martial arts?
I know kung fu. Excuse me.
How did I beat you, Will? Was that my memes are danker? Was
your
it that
memes
my
as dank?
shit posting was more brilliant and subtle?
Yes, I
Do you
shit
think
posted
that
too
my
close to the
abilities
sun.
have anything to do with how this stream is constructed?
Do you doubt the power of my memes? Oh.
You think that's air you're breathing now?
Oh God.
You think that's cringe what you're posting?
You stand before one of the most powerful meme mancers in the universe. He shall cause you to cringe before I can twist. Whacker. Are you
Right.
saying your memes were danker than your IPs?
My
He's saying his
IPA
memes will blot out the sun. To which I say, and we will post in the shade.
we will be hipsters in the shade because
Yes.
the giant scorching ball Earth sun sphere causes my flesh to crisp and flake off.
You fucking.
Andrew.
No.
Andrew.
No.
Andrew.
No.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
What the hell are you doing a business casual Friday over here? What is this guy?
Business casual Friday?
He's like, oh, I have come to work to earn my wages. Oh, old man, what you doing? Oh, God! Oh! Ah!
I'm killing motherfuckers in a museum.
That's gotta suck when you don't even know you're working for Shinra Inc. It's like you're walking around and just some bunch of rebels show up, just start beating the shit out. He's like, what the hell?
It's fine.
It's
Don't worry
fine.
about it. It's
It's
Well,
fine.
Crispy's been here.
Totally fine.
Oh, clear.
Ah!
Totally not Andy Warhol.
Ah, yes.
Not at all.
Look, soup cans. Now, hold on a minute. Could these be references to past games?
Perhaps.
Oh, what's up, big bitch? Oh,
Why put this man in this room?
Don't worry about it.
Why are these walls that brittle?
Andrew.
No, you don't do this to art. Even bad art. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I'm one of those, like, if you destroy art, like, you should probably be flogged in public or something like that. Like, I don't know.
Too late to back out now.
oh, you know!
Andrew.
Uh-oh.
Andronicus Q Fenster Waffles.
Yes, Whacker.
How you doing, Andy?
I've got my hand in this neat little box. It tickles. This weird, like, nun in a weird hat.
It's the tickle box.
She told me to give it back to her. She was real angry, but I said, no, it's mine now.
Eyes on the target in the atrium. Everyone get into position.
I swear they had a test like that in the
It was foolish of you to come
in
here.
the Flash Gordon movie. You had to stick your hand in the tree. Anybody remember that?
Oh man.
No.
Did you not see the Flash Gordon movie?
No, I vividly remember that movie.
Gordon's
With Brian
alive.
Blessing as the
Yeah. Hawkman. Die!
Flash. Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
He's a miracle.
Emperor Ping, I would gladly die for you. If that's so, then do so.
All I remember is I saw that movie after, like they had not transitioned over to Pierce Brosnan yet as James Bond, so I was used to Timothy Dalton being James Bond. I was like, James Bond is shit, Flash Gordon, what the fuck?
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, poison snake. The tree stump did have a poisonous critter there, but I remember they were trying to trick Flash, I think. Trying to like, oh, put your hand in here, it's a test. It's like, no, we're just trying to kill
I don't remember that.
I mean, how old?
Oh, no. It was in the tree trunk.
Yeah.
It was in the, yeah. It was, yeah.
They were like telling him, like, put your hand in there. And he, and I think he grabbed it and, like, beat the shit out of somebody or something.
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, it was a contest.
Alright. We're working our way through this.
Matter of fact, I think the creature could sense fear or something. So if like you had a significant amount of fear, it would bite you.
And fear is the mind killer,
something.
as we all know.
Yeah.
Fear is the mind killer. It's true.
That's why, because I remember every time I think of that part of Dune, it reminds me of that scene from Flash, which I'm pretty sure took it from Dune.
Him, aren't you?
You can also smell fear. It's pretty amazing. That's why his streams.
Oh
are
yeah.
so-
See, Bully Snake no. Bully Snake no. He must have seen it recently, or he liked it.
You disappoint me.
We should watch it one day. What if? Okay, so hear me out.
Let's go.
What if someone cut a movie and it was scenes from a different movie, but it followed the plot line of a particular movie, but it had scenes from other movies that kind of shared the same like
What?
message or something?
I have
What?
no idea. It's like movie set.
Huh? What?
Andrew.
Open your mind, bro.
What?
Sorry, I haven't drank enough IPAs. Yet to understand.
IPA. It's piss, all right.
Let's see if I can do the rest of
He
this.
says he hasn't seen in 20 years, but he just remembers it. Like, oh, I got it.
We have a Grimby Chan and we have Night Owl.
Wow.
Did you see
Night Owl.
Crispy's drawing of Night Owl? Really? Hang on, let me see. Let me find it.
There, downstairs.
Shit.
Shit, man.
I gotta find this. There, we now have a canon in the universe drawing of Night Owl, courtesy of Crispy.
Nerves get the better of the.
Oh, this is some fucked up shit, Pooh Bear.
Put that down.
Oh, I sent it to.
Oh, God help us all.
I'm trying to, but you little shits can't get it together.
There we go. That's the official Night Owl picture.
Yeah, it looks about right.
That's me and Crispy on the TV screen.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
That checks out.
Eyes on the target in the atrium.
Man, I'm gonna be stuck on this for a bit.
Hey, Papa Pal Whacker!
That is a Papa Pal, Clem.
What happens? Where do you put your money?
Don't give it to the banks, man. That's a scam. They take your money and give it to the space wizards from Alpha Centauri.
Space wizards.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I see
Fucking
ships
space wizards, man.
rattling off
Man,
belts of Orion.
Leaving their fucking nuclear weapons everywhere.
Man,
Willard, did you play the Cyberpunk game at all?
Yes, I did.
I told Tex that I thought it was great that they included him in the game. Gary the Prophet.
I don't remember him.
The guy wearing the trash bag next to Vic's thing is like talking about the space wizards from Alpha Centauri and shit.
Oh no, I don't remember him.
You don't remember Gary? Jesus.
Dude, it was fucking like 3 years ago.
Oh,
I don't even remember what I had for breakfast.
I was waiting for you to say like 20 years ago.
oh that's easy.
all.
It's poutine.
No, you don't have poutine for breakfast.
Yeah,
no
you
one
do.
does that.
You do, you fucking Canadian.
No one fucking does
Yes,
that. You have
you
it for
do.
lunch.
Yes, no, you do.
Wilbur.
Blackard, stop appropriating my culture. don't you fucking American
You'd have
explain
to
to
have
me.
culture for it to be appropriated, bitch.
Oh, wow.
Whackers.
Wow.
we are in it now.
Fucking America explained to me.
America's splaining.
Look, when you try to explain culture to Whacker, all he thinks about is a petri dish.
Yeah, man.
Now,
But no,
Dang old
Whacker,
shit.
Whacker eats peanut butter and spinach sandwiches for breakfast.
I believe it.
That
Andrew,
oh my.
this is what we call projecting. Okay.
Breakfast poutine. This is
No.
the target in the
UNC Samurai looking for a
Put your
recipe.
hand in the box. What's in it? It's cringe.
It was foolish of you to come.
Yeah, man.
What is the box? Is it just like a shoe box? With a hole?
With a hole cut in the side.
Drop your weapon.
What brand of shoe is it? Is it Skechers? Wait a minute. Do they make like boxes for like Malort?
No. No, and before the scene happens, you see in the background somebody like stuffing some poison ivy in the box or something like that.
So, okay, so imagine we made a box that like we had like a hair-like substance coating the inside of it, and if like I don't know, you push a button, it sent a little charge through it, and all the hair follicles would like stand on end so that they would start like poking you. Could you like imagine that, like going around, like put your hand in the box?
Target's here.
I mean,
There is the like Halloween one where you like got a bowl full of spaghetti.
Regrets now?
It's full of interest. You get a bowl full of like grapes. It's eyeballs.
eyeballs, and bro.
Eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
Right. Yield
You
great
could drive
balls.
next time, Whacker.
He's here.
Oh,
Did you hate my fishtail?
Andy, you drive like 25 miles an hour down the interstate.
I do not. I drive like 55. Thank you very much.
No, okay, I'll give you 30 miles an hour, maybe.
I actually have like a slight bit of PTSD from crashing into a back of a truck at like 45 miles an hour, and it was raining, so that truck lurched forward and hit the truck in front of it, and then the car in front of it, and the car in front of it. Like, God, that was a nightmare. I felt so bad, and like the cop was talking to me, and he was kind of nice about it and all that.
That can't be possible.
And I tried to joke, and he handed me he gave me a he gave me a ticket for careless driving, and I said like, oh well, I guess you could give me a ticket for reckless driving. And he looked at me and said, "That's not funny."
I pity you.
I felt like a massive pile of shit, and I was scared to drive for months after that. Like, when it happened, I gripped the steering wheel in a way that caused my knuckles to split open.
Oh, you were white knuckling it, bro.
Yeah.
It like happened in an instant because it was raining so hard. Like I was trying to like change lanes, and when I looked to see if there was anyone behind me, when I looked forward, I saw the faintest hint of red lights, and I knew like, oh shit! And I sensed like it's like when 3 seconds feels like 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
He's armed.
So, yeah,
Understood.
after that, I became a good little, driver. Or tried to be.
Put that down.
And I've been told that I drive like a grandpa. I know, and I know it bothers some people. My brother
Doesn't
hates.
bother me, Andy.
My brother hates riding with me. He starts like flipping out, like, "Why don't you go? Why did you go there?" And I'm just like, "Oh God."
Yeah, because that definitely makes it better when you have a paranoid driver to sit there and fucking yell at him and bitch at him. That very much helps things, you know.
Looks like I'll need to go through the.
It's very constructive and helpful. Right?
Right.
Right. Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there, bud.
Oh, jeez, Louise. I tell
Oh
you
yeah,
what.
there, bud.
Look
Yeah, well, I
alive.
was expecting you to be like, okay, so like there's this ancient underground, understand like forgotten empire and elsewhere, and you have to, and then like this ancient mummy king is gonna come up and take over the world, and you have to like find the
Okay,
seven
so
sacred seals to destroy them. And then
Ancient
you're like,
ancient
"Ah,
ruins and
bloody good, man."
underground bullshit. Like that is actually my jam. I like that stuff. That's fun. That would be a fun thing to do. You know what? Maybe you could combine them. Maybe you could combine the two somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, I mainly said the you know, lead the Khajiit in an uprising against the Empire is kind of a meme, but like Mummy King, underground ruins, ancient civilization, that is very on brand for the Elder Scrolls.
Well, I would say I almost would agree because like if the empire is weak after, it depends on how long it is after the empire has been
I guess
hurt
you could have the main quest is, you know, like the Mummy King and the underground pyramids and shit, and then you could have the Khajiit uprising against the Empire be like a secondary plot.
Oh yeah, because, well, actually, now that sounds kind of like Skyrim if you think of this.
Oh shit, it does. God damn it. Fuck.
Damn it!
Okay, but you're not the chosen one. You happen to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Until at the very end.
Oh
where-
shit, you know what it is? You know what it is that you were in the right place at the right time for?
What's
A
that?
new hand touches the beacon.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
All right, what's that? A reference?
And instantly you drop it. She's like, "Wait, shit, come back!"
Oh wait, is that like really annoying like
Yes.
angry god that's like, how dare you?
Yes.
Meridian's Beacon.
Like that's Meridian's Beacon. That's in every fucking Elder Scrolls game anyway. Why not make that the reason why you're the important player character? Because you just happen to be the guy who touched it.
Meaningless crusade here.
You're not special. You're not the chosen one. You were just the guy who touched it. You were just in the right place at the right time.
Oh god, this guy's got an earpiece. He's gonna kick your ass.
Oh, he did the.
Wrong place, wrong time, depending on how you want to look at it.
Or that, yeah.
Actually,
Kuroki will not speak with you.
I love there to be like a story-driven
last time,
RPG where
Step aside.
you're not the chosen heroes. You keep running into them,
Yeah.
Oh,
but
jeez.
your story is not the main hero story. Like you're just a couple of adventurers that keep like you know
Yeah.
getting into trouble.
Ground and pound, of course.
I would say almost like CP3O and R2D2, and specifically from their perspective.
Hey, nice.
But I would also say like not at all connected to the story, or maybe not at all.
Let me end this fight now.
Man, shit.
Oh,
So is that baseball bat made of aluminum or aluminium?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
We all just say yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That's not an enemy. That's a statue.
Statues can be enemies.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I played the Black Ops 6 campaign.
Technically speaking, you're not wrong.
It's the best kind of speaking.
Corpse God, what I would rather have it is when you arrive, the final boss has already been killed, but like the second in line who we thought was dead comes back. He says, "I will take over," then you have to fight him.
Shit, man.
I'll find the key first.
Who carries a fucking baseball bat like that?
This guy.
Who is this chick?
Super Chief.
What?
He's
Silver
busy.
Chief!
He's busy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Dude's playing the game, man.
Yeah,
Shut
that
up,
was, I was
Andrew.
an asshole. I legit apologize. I'm
Jesus.
sorry.
Andy.
Come on, wake up.
Fine.
Oh.
Okay, I feel bad now. I'm sorry. That was my fault.
Oh. Damn it.
You impress me.
I wanted to ask if
What?
we need to make a game that's a kung fu game best baked in like
Shit.
the swamp, Louisiana.
Nah, man, it's too gun related down there. That's just shooting. That's just Redneck Rampage 2.0.
Yeah, man.
That or Roundhouse,
Roundhouse.
if you think about it.
All right, I think I'm
What about Roundhouse the game? And it's basically based
right.
set in like Cajun Louisiana.
Cajun Ninja. All right.
It's like people just doing like kung fu, but on those swamp boats.
Hey, Ninja.
Hey man, all I gotta say is
We're being boarded.
the best representation that Louisiana has had in the game is still Hitman and Blood Money.
Any regrets
Is
now?
what?
Hitman Blood Money. There was like 3 levels in the swamps of Louisiana, and 1 in 2 in.
Crap. Good job.
In complete and total seriousness,
Yeah.
one of the things that I really do like about the Legion is the actual diversity of people that we've got.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know,
I can't wait.
can't
to
get
learn
into it
Classified.
because we don't want to, like, you know, dox people and shit. But the breadth of experience that you get from talking to different people, listening to different people, is seriously awesome.
Oh yeah. Good job on taking care of Kingpin there.
She'll
Yeah.
be around here. Target's here.
I wanted to imagine like 2 baby alligators tied by the tail and using them as nunchucks.
Dude,
Gator chucks?
like gopher
Yeah.
chucks.
Yeah. I keep seeing so many videos on YouTube of people with alligators as pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not advisable.
Yeah, those people are crazy.
And I'm not talking about like 4-foot alligators. I'm talking about actual like 8-foot or 9-foot gators.
Yeah.
This one guy, I don't think it was his pet. I think it was just an invader. He went out there with a cast iron skillet and just started cracking the thing on the snout. And after the second one, it ran off like legit.
Oh, that was one of Super Chief's leaked videos. On videos,
Get on out of here.
right, Super Chief?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh God!
This is definitely a game. It's like this.
It
This
is
feels.
a game.
This is reminding me in some
This
little
is
bit.
definitely a game.
Right,
It is a game.
but it's reminding me of Devil May Cry, where the better you get, you can feel it, just through experience and figuring out all the timings and knowing the enemy patterns, to the point where you're fucking. God damn it! Oh shit!
Actually, is this technically a roguelike? Because like, as you
No.
die, you'll gain more like meta game
No.
points or powers.
That's not what roguelike means.
Meta story, like
No.
even though you die and your character's dead, you get more
Eyes on
power up.
target in the A6.
No.
Everyone get into position.
Roguelikes are
Roguelike
randomized.
doesn't mean character progression. Doesn't mean that game knowledge is game progression. That's not what a roguelike means. If that were true, then Outer Wilds is a roguelike.
Right. And that is clear, most definitely not.
Nerves get the better of you.
Though it is a beautiful game and I love it to death.
one of the most defining elements of a roguelike is permanent death, and this game does not have that.
Nope.
'Cause-
Hey, thanks, Omega Forged. For rating, by the way.
Yay!
Hi, Cookie.
Yay!
But yeah, no. It's roguelite and roguelike. They're two different, you know, they're all based on rogue, game. In concept.
I'm gonna go to the gas station, buy one of those alligator heads, paint it gold, and then like go out in the woods and leave them on a stump somewhere.
Andy.
Should be
What?
around here. Target
Andy.
here.
What?
Andrew.
What? What's the worst that can happen?
So the main thing that defines a roguelike is
Still going on.
procedural generation or random generation of some kind, and permanent character death. So you die, that's the end of the run. The thing that defines a roguelite is that they often have those same elements, but when you die, there is some sort of meta progression when you die.
Okay.
This game has neither of those things.
Wait, I thought this did have like a meta progression. Like,
No.
Well, it does. I don't know if it does or it doesn't, but what it does not have is randomly or procedurally generated levels.
No, basically what happens,
Oh.
Andy, is when you die, you can spend XP points to get more moves, but you gain age. And if you hit 70 or above, that's it.
Yeah.
And if you quit, like, you have to start all over again. There's no random...
okay.
Yeah, that's what we're dealing with here.
You're the one that.
But there's like, if you start all over from like beginning, there's not stuff you keep.
Not, I think there's some setting that allows for max values, but you have to unlock everything again.
Yeah, you start fresh. Which is a sort of permadeath, I suppose, but still,
Well,
like,
Orc Slayer, if I had the money, I would actually leave like a gold-plated gator skull, actual gold-plated gator skull out in the woods, and just wait for the news to like, I don't know, show 3 friends killed each other.
Andrew.
What?
Not so tough.
Andrew.
That's technically happened for real. Did you hear that story about that guy, this rich guy? He left messages and puzzles to find like actual buried treasure, and he did it out in like one of the big like preserved woods and all that. And people started getting like hurt.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what that is, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was asked like, okay, like I think the officials asked him to basically resolve it because people were getting hurt finding it or hurting each other trying to find it, and people were also starting to sue him like, it wasn't where you said it was, so I'm suing you and such like that.
yeah.
Because he was like, you know, he wanted to inspire an adventure in the young folk, and as usual,
Yeah, that always goes well.
Yeah.
everybody else fucks it up, Whacker.
Yeah. So we can't have nice things.
No, we can't.
Alright.
Which I believe is what Whacker said about the Roman Empire.
Well, maybe if he didn't persuade everybody to drink from lead cups, we wouldn't have had that problem now, would we, Whacker?
What's my idea? God damn it!
You sat there and you're like, "Hey, man,
Hi, man.
Shit,
this
man.
shit makes your shit taste sweet, man." You drink wine,
Don't make me run.
and then you said, "Let's go screw around with that purple whale out in the Mediterranean."
Holy shit!
Andrew.
What?
You forget how to fight?
God damn it.
God damn.
Got
Damn, dang old shit.
Shit, man.
Dang old pussycat.
I need some pizza.
Oh, that's right. I gotta find that. I gotta find a series of videos that have the wolf that like tries to get stuff from Droopy Dog. Because, okay, you know the Tex Avery cartoons, right? With Droopy Dog and such.
I mean, yes.
Haven't you had
There's
enough?
this reoccurring character that's the wolf, and he goes, "Hey,
Oh,
mine."
that dumbass wolf that
Yeah,
always
and he's like, "I'm gonna go get that shape from that shape herd, man."
No freaking way.
And I was like, "This is Whacker and Super Chief if they like fuse together."
Any regrets now?
I don't know how I feel about that.
I like the one. He puts a cat glove on. He goes, "Meow, meow, meow, man." He sticks his head over to go, "Man,
Meow, man, shit.
meow, man." If it wasn't a cartoon, he probably would say shit like "shit, man."
Give me some health. Give me some health. Yes, give me some health. Thank you.
Super Chief, you were doing a fantastic job. I just want you to know that.
Thank you.
Did you ask him if he could smell?
I told you, Kuroki will not.
Andrew, you need to get your ears cleaned out.
I probably do. And I usually use Q-tips, but I know I know you're not supposed to. That's just
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to, but fucking everybody does.
well. What I try to do is I take some paper towels and I twist it to like a screw,
Eh.
and I gently like drill stuff out.
Thank you for that description, man. I mean, we really appreciate it. My lord, my man. That was vivid.
You're welcome.
It was very funny, I have to admit.
Okay, Corpse God, the ear flusher. All I can think of is that episode from
What the
Rugrats.
fuck?
Believe
Look,
that
man.
if we took the time to stand outside in the rain, it would cleanse us both physically and spiritually.
I'm done, rizzed up, wrecked out my seat, and I said, shit.
You watch one video of a doctor cleaning out somebody's ears,
And
and
the
then all
cleansing of
of
the
your
darkness
inbox
soul.
is nothing but, "Would you like to see more?" It's like,
Water
no,
is
stop.
Would you like to know more?
It is considered redemptive in nature.
Would you like to know more?
You watch one hoof cleaning video, and then YouTube's like, "Ah, you must like this, you sick degenerate." Oh, stop!
There's so many dudes here.
So many.
So many dudes, so many dudes.
Too many cooks.
Well, apparently you do, Andy. I do what?
But like the darkness itself, we must first embrace it.
Oh,
For
like
the
hoof cleaning.
shadows of the past consume us whole.
It was interesting to watch, but when it gets,
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark.
Thank
I
you,
was
man.
born in it.
Thank you, Will. That was great. Perfect timing.
pimple popping is your ally. Oh,
Oh, God.
So I was catching up on Harley Quinn, the show,
Mhm.
and I fucking love how the guy who does Bane is just doing like the Bane meme voice the whole way through. It's great. It's so good.
You started which one? Arkham Knight? Is that the one you're on?
That's the one we're on now, yeah.
Okay.
I can't
You
see
should have a look at the VODs, Whacker. Some shit has happened in Arkham City, in Gotham City.
Yeah, I know. You were Batman.
I
I'm
mentioned
not
like,
just Batman. Now I'm the Joker too.
Oh yeah, I didn't forget about that. What am I saying? Yeah.
Shit, man.
The Joker is like weirdly smart, or sometimes he just has super intelligence that I don't know he should.
Joker
Insanity
is
is
incredibly
not-
smart. That's why he's dangerous.
Insanity is not a contraindicated thing with intelligence.
Yeah, no, Joker is incredibly intelligent.
Yeah, but he pulls like he keeps pulling like this personality transfer stuff immediately. Like, I'll put me inside you.
Come on.
Whacker, have
Hi,
you
Amber.
lost? Have you
What?
suffered loss, Whacker?
Loss of my fucking dignity.
Have you suffered pain, Whacker?
Yes.
I suffer loss every time someone shows me a 4-panel comic.
Now we have a special new shampoo for you to help you with loss and pain. Only with 75 FDA passed chemicals.
This would be much better if you weren't.
For 9 easy payments of $99.99.
9999. Okay, sorry.
All right, everybody.
$99.99.
Okay, I'm calling
A
everybody.
monthly subscription shampoo. That sounds like something Rail would be into. He does that with his socks.
Whoa.
All right, everybody.
Ooh.
I'm calling it tonight.
No, we were having fun.
I know. I know it's a good. But it's a good time. This has been a blast. I've had a great time tonight. And thank you guys.
This is a good game. I like this.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
It's a lot of fun. Thank you all. Everyone. Next time we'll be playing more of this. I might see if I can get back to this point with a lower age next time. Start from the beginning on my own time and see what we can do. But Mr. Will, Mr. Andy, Mr. Whacker, and also to Mr. Stormsong who had to leave, I thank you all for coming once again.
Yeah. Always a pleasure to be on, man.
Yes, sir.
And thank you, chat, and everyone in the Aux and the Legion. Next time, more Sifu. And is Canute still on after us, or is the spot open?
I
don't know.
Believe he is still on.
Okay, well, either way, thank you all for watching WBPL 76. And we'll see you
It's
next
legally
time.
entertainment.
It is legally.
We value your time more than you do.
Everybody take care now.